Ooh,
So,
double
is there any
screens.
Ooh, the only double screens I do is when I stream Partners in Time speedrun.
Oh, how do you lay that out? Do you put them on top of each other, or do you just have the bottom screen? Well, no. Yeah,
So
bottom screen's
basically,
where
I
most
have
of the
my
stuff happens in that game.
So basically, I have it laid out to where my splits are on the right, or the left, like usual, and then where my face cam is, that's where the top screen goes, and then the rest of the game feed is just is the bottom screen. I think I stretch it slightly, but not that much because I know people would get ultra annoyed with it being stretched.
Apparently my
Yeah, that's
stream health is
understandable.
orange, whatever that means. But it looks fine to me.
Yeah. So is there any particular reason you're doing New Super Mario Bros? Is it like something that was voted, or is it just you want to go back to the game on stream?
Well, I put 3 options in a poll. This placed not last, and it was a short game I could finish before Smash and all that. Saps the rest of my time away at the end of the year.
Okay.
Smash and the Star Allies update that I'll probably do a stream on. Anyway, we don't need to look at this double screen nonsense anymore without having actual double screened gameplay in it. If there are real problems with stream, let me know in one of the chats, and you guys hopefully help me keep up with the chats, because I can't really watch both. But
How are you gonna lay this out?
I think this looks reasonable. Not like much happens on the bottom screen for most of the game. Cool then.
Nice.
Oh,
Yeah. Oh, there's actually a speedrunner that speedruns Bowser's Inside Story, and oh wait, 1 second, sorry.
let's watch the all-important intro here. No, we're not playing as Luigi, even though we could. This was our first sight of small Mario in 3D, and it still looks kind of bizarre, honestly. But anyway, what were you saying about Bowser's Inside Story?
Oh, yeah, so one of my friends speedruns it, and I was wondering how he's gonna lay it out because that game switches between top and bottom screen a ton, but he just has different layouts basically.
Well, that's neat. So,
Yeah.
ladies and gentlemen, welcome to New Super Mario Bros.
Yeah, also, I'm JDister64, I'm a guy streaming a game, and there are guys with me. Wow.
I'm Lauren Mario, and the other fellow is...
And I'm Yoshizilla.
How
Timing.
you all doing tonight?
Timing for ground bounds is tighter than I remembered. So this is the big deal in this game. Look, mega mushrooms, blah blah blah. So we're gonna just plow through this stage and then immediately replay it because we've destroyed necessary things required to get all 3 star coins.
Oh, you're not going for 100%?
There will be.
Oh, okay.
It's like, you know, why get the mega mushroom if I'm not gonna, like, show off what it does?
True.
Oh, what I should have shown and did not is that if you're ground bound, you get random enemies to spawn, so you can get extra 1-up points if you don't happen to be in an area with a bunch of enemies in it or something.
I just realized Super Paper Mario mods. What is that, JD?
Oh, that is the best mod that nobody plays.
Explain, if you don't mind.
The main one is basically one that when you enter the... Yeah, we're not getting that this time. Oh, look, it runs away. Ah. But basically when you enter the pit, it zaps your points to 0, and it also makes you play both pits in a row. As they should have been to begin with, honestly. And it doesn't make you do the flop side one twice.
That's good. That was actually always something that was so annoying. Like, I literally get to the end, I'm like, oh, thank God. And then all of a sudden, you're just like, yeah, you gotta go through it again. And I thought it was a joke at first, until the pipe spawned. I was like, are you serious? Like, is this real?
No, apparently I was wrong. There's probably a pipe that has the other coin in it. Oh, I have to play this on a tiny little screen now. Because of how I have this laid out. Also, yay, we have reserve boxes in this game that I can't currently tap because it's on the top screen. And now I can. Oh. I should show this off as well. Because look, this is Super Mario Brothers. Any second now.
Hey, J-Daster.
Hey, what's up?
It's me, Cloudy K9. Hi, folks.
Also, accidentally got 1-ups. Nice.
Sounds like New Super Mario Brothers. Accidental 1-ups.
Choke.
And there's the fun fact for you. If the last 2 digits of your time when you clear a stage are the same, except during boss stages, you get the classic Super Mario Bros.
Oh hey, it's jump attack.
Are there 10 Luigis under here?
There's a Bowser. Like how it plays a little jingle if you get all the, like, correct cards. Not like there's any way you could, like, know beforehand.
Unlike Jump Attack, at least you keep all your 1-up mushrooms that you've revealed.
Yeah, the thing I did not know when I played this game originally, you can cancel ground pounds. I don't know why, but you can. And if you spam it, you can get like multiple
Wait, how do you
ground.
cancel them?
You tap up mid-jump.
Well, that makes sense.
You can slow your descent a lot if you have like really good timing and switch up, down, up, down, up, down as much as possible. But it's just kind of silly. Oh man, that reminds me of playing through Super Mario Land 2 on stream and discovering you could hold up to jump higher. Why? That still baffles me.
I mean, you have to give the up button something to do in these games.
I mean, you really don't if every other Mario game is in existence is any indication. Like, that's never been a thing. I bet you could get mega points here if there were a Koopa shell to kick. But yeah, historical fact. Not so much historical as much as nostalgia on my own personal sort. Yeah, this is laid out pretty similar to 1-2 in the original game, what with the brick structures, random Goombas on the floor. But no, anyway, like when this game came out, I actually was in New York visiting at the time, and I actually got to play this like right after its release at Nintendo World. They had a big double screen setup and everything. It was super fun.
I got this game Christmas when I got my first DS.
Yeah, this was the game that made me buy the DS. I saw like a preview of it in a magazine. I forget what that would have been, maybe Game Informer. Alright.
Yeah, this is still probably my favorite of the new Super Mario Brothers extended universe.
It's your standard coin room. Also, 10 coin blocks give mushrooms in this game. I forget if that's a thing throughout the series or if that's only in this game. If you get
I
10
only remember it in this game.
If you get
Well,
10
I
coins
think
out of
in,
them at least.
That's weird. Well, I do know that in New Super Mario Bros. 2, you get the coin block thing once you get one of those blocks.
But isn't it only like certain ones?
All of them if you get 10 coins from them.
Oh, all of them.
Nice ground pounds.
I actually own that game. I don't think I finished that one though.
Sometimes
I have
random
not
enemies
finished
will
this
fall.
game.
Maybe it's only once. Anyway.
The only new Super Mario
Gonna cause a
Bros.
cave-in.
That I actually played was new Super Mario Bros. Wii.
So, Invisible Starman. I'm kind of surprised I remembered that.
Did anyone ever play the hacked versions of New Super Mario Bros?
I never played New Super Mario Bros. DS or newer Super Mario Brothers DS, I should say. I will
No, but
probably
I've kinda
stream that at
seen-
some point.
I've played through newer Super Mario Bros. Wii.
Yeah, Wii is good from what I've played of it. It's been a while.
Oh yeah.
Didn't they make their own like Angry Sun model?
I
Yeah.
got yet another like mushroom house without even trying, and this one's actually useful.
Secret exit.
25 lives already. Put Star Allies to shame.
Wait, you've never seen Sonic 4 Episode 1? Ooh.
I
That
probably...
game actually has like a triple digits for the live counter.
Shoot, I shouldn't have done this. I need the item later. Hopefully it doesn't disappear. I don't think it does. Good. Well, more
You know, it's nice that they have that door there.
I know!
What if Mario 3 had those at the Toad houses?
Oh yeah, that would be...
Are you gonna save that for the mini mushroom?
Not for the mini mushroom. You need a shell for the secret exit in the upcoming fortress, so I might as well give myself
It's like the
multiple
one
shots at it.
It's like the one canon secret that I remember because it's so like cryptic.
Yeah. Yeah,
I
like
also played
some of the
Shell
secret exits are really ridiculous in this game.
But I kind of love that though when they're like really well hidden.
I like it when they're not random invisible blocks, but they're just like things you would not think to do, like single bricks in a
walk right.
wall.
Just walk right here.
Yeah.
This was the game that introduced Starmen making you go at light speed. Which I'm not sure that even
Yeah,
carried
this- this
over
did
into later
predate
games.
Galaxy.
True, which came out pretty soon after this. But
I was
like,
gonna say it even gives you the flipping jump.
I don't think the other new Super games did it because multiplayer would have made that hard to manage. Now this is
You
classic.
go
harder than it already
you go
is.
slightly faster, but you don't go to light speed, but you go slightly faster.
Yeah, classic new Super. This is the sort of level that I kind of associate the game and to a lesser extent the series with, all the mushrooms and whatnot.
Yeah, these mushroom-looking things.
And I love
Yeah,
this
I like
version.
I like this athletic theme.
Yeah, I was about to say, I love this version of the athletic theme. Like, the instrumentation, especially in the B section, is so good.
I really have to listen to it again because I'm mostly familiar with the Wii versions of it.
It's pretty good.
I'm trying to remember if they took out the little horns in the Wii version of this. Like the one that's like in the background.
Yeah, I'd have to go and compare
they
them
still
after
have
this.
it.
Dread it.
Like,
Yeah, it's
I'm
still
pretty sure
there.
they still
yeah, red
have
coins
it.
are in this.
Oh yeah, save
Yeah,
your
they still have it.
coins at the halfway.
Nice.
Yeah, first death, 1-3.
Ooh, this is gonna be a long stream.
It probably has to feel really like jarring going from lost levels to this.
Yeah, I
There's
mean,
so many quality of life changes.
I died so much sooner in this game. Clearly, this says like an accurate depiction of their relative difficulty. Yeah, for one, you could get one-ups off the flagpole so much more easily in this game, because all you have to do is hit them at the top, not do math with your coin count. Yeah. We might as well see what that question mark block has in it. Maybe we'll get lucky and won't need to expend a house.
No wiggle to stall in midair.
Oh, hey, Miles.
Good
Hello,
evening.
Miles. Luigi.
Hey! Let's not die, ideally.
Man, it's been so long since.
Shell.
Well,
Look at that, I
Nice 24
died
hours.
non-ideally.
Mario's toe fell in the gap there.
I feel like that's the 10 billionth time that's happened to me on this level. I seem to remember that being a thing back in the day.
Foot crushed, can't jump anymore. Ran out of time.
And I was about to talk about how fun the blue shell is, and I can't understand why people seem to hate it so much all of a sudden.
Yeah, I know. I watched a
I like the
video
blue
of the
shell.
new Super Mario
I like-
Bros. Series a while back, and for some reason he like went on a rant about the blue shell, and I was like, what? I always thought it was fun.
Blue shell is awesome.
I think they did improve, like, in 3D World, you have to hit a button to duck into the shell, so that's nice. Oh, good, I got a
Was
second
the shell in
shot.
3D World? I don't even remember. Huh.
Not as a power, but as a, just kind of a thing you can pick up and jump inside.
Oh yeah, you could do that with the
With any
any shell, couldn't
Yeah,
you?
any Koopa shell.
Yeah.
Yeah, like you just pick up the Koopa shell, and then if you just duck into it, then you roll. I always thought that was cool.
Yeah, but the shell can turn a level into can you press your A button presses correctly and not lose momentum. It's
Whoop. Just sort of fell through. Dang it, I keep losing momentum right when I'm trying to go into shell.
Now it's really like a Sonic game, keeping your momentum going.
I'm surprised I made that wall kick.
I really love the wall kick in these games.
Yeah, this was the game that introduced the wall kick to the 2Ds as well.
I really like it in 2D games.
Whoop. Boy, that was close.
you can actually wall jump without trying to hit the very, very narrow 16 pixel margin you normally would have.
A little bit of an easier wall kick to do than the Super Metroid one.
Thankfully. They should have changed that in the newer Super Mario Bros. Mod. Just make wall jumps insanely hard to do. Or do it like Mario 64, where if you don't time it right, he just falls.
Oh yeah, you gotta hit it like 2 frames before you hit the wall.
Yeah, basically.
Yeah,
I mean,
that was
it's-
always something annoying. Like you just bonk and you just fall, no recovery.
I mean, I think that's still preferable to Super Metroid, honestly. Unless you're moving at, like, Mach speed. Because, like, when do you ever do that? You know, we'll save the canon. Let's not spoil future worlds. I mean, I'm not gonna play it out of order, regardless, but,
I just like spoiling future worlds. This is the new Super Mario Brothers series. I think
I
everybody
know,
knows
like,
the
you have no
themes.
idea what to expect. It's not
They
like
could
they
do
use the
anything.
same 8 level themes in every version of this game. And the whole series gets maligned for it, but like, forest worlds weren't a thing, or at least not to the extent they were in this game. Cliffside worlds were never a thing. I mean, both were, I guess, sort of in Yoshi's Island, more of a thing, but
It's not really the themes themselves. It's just I wish the other games in the series had like just a couple different ones. That's
oh
about
no,
it.
yeah, for sure. I mean,
I'm about to say this was the first one. It gets a pass for doing
Yeah,
grass
I don't
desert
mind it
beach
either.
and so on.
At the very least, just change the desert world,
I
please.
love that instantaneous animation of going into the shell. There's like no animation at all. Like how you can kill yourself on all these crushing platforms in the very first tower level. Like,
Yeah, this is surprisingly punishing.
it's not terribly difficult, I wouldn't think, but it's not like I'd know. Oh hey, this game actually lets you speed up boss fights. Well, as I'm not going to show off because I accidentally did a jump. But if you ground pound, you take 2 hits out of the 3 at once. And if
Is
you
that something they carried over to the other games?
I don't think
I think
so.
it- Really? I thought you could kill the Koopalings with like a ground pound and a jump.
Maybe I'm wrong. I thought that was only this game.
I actually don't know.
You could also just bring a Mega Mushroom into the level and just kill him in
Yeah.
1 hit.
Just like breathe on him. But yeah, no Koopalings in this game, just Bowser Jr.
I should probably be opening these mushroom houses just so I don't have to go back and get them all later. Alright, we've seen enough of the blue shell, because we're gonna have to ditch it in this level anyway. Although it kind of... whoa. Could have sprung full force off that wall.
You know, I feel bad for any kid who found the secret in that fortress, but then didn't have the blue shell
Yeah.
and was immediately disappointed.
Yeah, the whole just having to sort of walk off screen is kind of weird there.
Here's a power-up I'm sure everybody loved.
Why can I not wall kick? Oh. I think I'm trying to do some totally different game's timing off this.
Wait, can't you only do it at like the peak of your jump as you mini or something?
Maybe.
being
It's
kinda
also
weird.
really difficult because I have, like, asymmetric screen sizes here. So I'm looking at a, like, 5-pixel wide, like, Mario. Oh, I need to actually... I needed that mushroom. Dang it! Oh well, we don't need the mini mushroom anymore for now.
Oh, but you can like jump and float across like huge gaps of level. Okay.
Yeah. But I
Yeah,
need...
but it makes me miss the spin from Wii.
No wiggle.
I needed to get in this pipe, and I had no way of doing that without losing the mini mushroom.
Like, it's such a small amount of airtime when you spin in Wii, but I really got used to it.
Oh yeah, for sure. Like that was kind of weird for me picking this game up to test it a little bit the other day. Just because the last new Super Physics game I played was Mario Maker, and that was over a year ago at this point.
I'm guessing that one uses the ones from, like, U or something.
Yeah, it's basically all U physics, which I don't think they changed that much between the games.
Yeah, I mean, they're mostly all the same.
Besides the spin. I hate this Goomba. I swear that happens every single time I play this level.
It's just like Mario 3.
That one is just timed
Goombas coming out of pipes at the top of hills.
Yeah, that one is timed perfectly to hit you.
Star coins aren't mandatory in this game, are they?
They are not. They are purely optional. I think, if memory serves, 2/3 of them are for unlocking these gates, which just unlock alternate levels or paths, and the other third are for buying backgrounds for your bottom screen at the end of the game.
I'm not against, like, having mandatory star coins for progress, but I definitely prefer it this way.
I'm sure speedrunners do as well.
So how do the new Super Mario Bros. Swimming physics compare?
I mean, they're not bad. They're...
Not as precise as Mario World.
Well, they kind of are, honest. Well, yeah, they're not as versatile. Your default swimming, you can be very precise with, like this. Look how little height I'm gaining.
Yeah.
But there isn't like an up option to just fly up. You can just mash faster.
I like how... I forgot this game just had, like, real sharks as enemies here.
Yeah, I mean 64 had
I think
them
they're
first.
actually
Yeah, I
considered
was gonna say, I think they're
sushis,
from the
but
Dire
whatever.
Docks in 64.
Yeah,
it's like the same looking one.
The one shark that killed me, I think, in
The one shark.
my Net 64 stream.
It doesn't even attack you, right? It just, like, swims in a circle.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It does. It
basically
can
the
hit
moving
you.
hitbox.
It
Yeah,
can
like I
hit
said,
you.
It can hit you, but you'd have to run into it on
Also,
purpose.
that-
Wait, why are there invisible blocks?
Yeah, I was about to say, there's a billion invisible blocks there. It's entirely possible you can trap yourself and not actually get the star coin there. I'm surprised I hit almost none of them. I got the only worthless thing. I mean, I guess the fire flower would have been worthless too. Like,
Get the shell.
dang it. Well, just as well. This gives me a fire flower.
Would the fire flower have given you, like, points? Or would it just have replaced your other fire flower?
Don't die.
I always love the water theme in this game.
I don't remember it off the top of my head.
For some reason, like, they replaced every theme in this nearly, except the main theme in Wii, and then, like, those became the standard for the series for the most part.
Yeah.
Like,
Well,
every
and-
single one in Wii was reused for 2, and a lot of them were reused in U.
I really didn't like what 2 did with a lot of the music. Here, let's add more bars.
Yeah.
And add bells whenever you're doing a coin rush.
Yeah. I don't know, dynamic music's kinda cool. And I don't mind the bars in this game as much. Especially since, you know, like, the enemies dance to them and everything. It's fun
Oh,
and
I don't
cute.
mind it or anything, I just think 2 went overboard with it.
Yeah. That and the baby Yoshi's just buying along the whole time.
Here I go.
Here's the level that would be impossible to get a full P meter in if there was anything worth getting a P meter for.
So I just realized, does this game have Yoshi at all, or no?
Not
Does
this one.
not.
Dang. Didn't implement Yoshi until the next...
Yeah, the next game had Yoshi, and
It
then
was such a disappointment because beforehand,
yeah.
I only had like Super Mario World as expectations. So it's like, here's Yoshi. You get him for this one level, and then you leave him behind
you leave
until
him behind.
the one level he's in 2 worlds from now.
Yeah, like at least in New Super Mario Bros. You get to keep the baby Yoshis.
Yeah, I was about to say. Did the baby Yoshis
Derpies.
first show up in U, or were they in 2? I don't remember.
Yeah, they were in U.
They were in you.
2
Yeah,
was
that's
more
what-
like this, where they were the power-ups are kind of basic. Except it had like the gold flower instead of the shell. And no
It's funny
mega
for
mushroom.
some reason. Oh, sorry. My bad.
You go ahead.
I was just gonna say, when I first, when 2 first came out, I didn't even know DS existed, so I thought 2 was actually the sequel to Wii. And
I thought they
people were
just
like,
started with
no.
number 2 for this series.
And people were like, no, Wii's just a one-off. This is 2 is the sequel of DS, which isn't, it isn't even called DS, it's just called New Super Mario Bros.
I don't know why I had no height off that jump. Oh wow, all 3 coins
Yeah.
were in the first half.
Aren't the timing for those mushrooms like surprisingly precise?
No, I mean, and really the ground pounds are kind of pointless because you can get full height just off of timing your A
Or
press.
does it work where if you're just holding the jump button, you bounce higher?
I don't know. I don't think so. No, I think you have to. Wow. I think you time it.
Okay, I was wondering, is it like Bounce Man stage from Mega Man 11 where you just hold the jump button, or is it actually like a timing thing?
Oh man, I need to play that game. Maybe that'll be the next blind game I play. If it's still relevant, like next March.
Yeah, that's kind of the sad thing about Mega Man, but I
Well, I mean,
really enjoy 11.
it'll still be relevant, I'm sure. I mean,
No, I mean that's just kind of how it is for Mega Man. It's like it's a very short game. There's other games that are gonna overtake it eventually.
it's not even that so much. It's just like, will people be talking about it still? I mean, it's all new to me. All right.
Would you want commentators for that one? Or would you
Probably.
want it blind?
10 billion coins.
What if that exact section inspired New Super Mario Brothers 2?
They're like,
What if they
hey!
had a whole game full of this?
Oh my gosh, the fact that you're at 99 coins is really annoying me.
I could have been more efficient with those blocks. Alright, let me just unlock all these paths.
It's worse in Paper Mario finishing a battle with 99 star points.
Oh wow, this world gives you
Exactly.
almost as
That's-
many coins as you... Almost exactly as many coins as you need.
But in some cases, that's what at least I want when doing the speed run.
Hold up, I missed a
That's
coin here.
Like, in a way.
Did I miss
Wait, how do
any
you miss-
others?
Do you use runaway pay in speedruns?
Actually, yes, in one category, in one situation, which sometimes doesn't even happen.
Totally high tier now.
Man, you missed a coin. Gonna have to get that.
Yeah, I know. I don't know how I missed that. Where could it possibly have been? Oh, you know what? I probably passed it going through that, Yeah, I didn't backtrack.
You know, the levels aren't really designed around it, but I really like the triple jump too.
Kinda surprised you could make that, because it very much seems like you're intended to use the mini mushroom to make it easier.
I don't know.
Oh, wow,
I mean,
look
they
at
added
that.
a slope in that corner there, so...
It just feels a
Maybe
little
some.
weird. This had better not replace that mushroom house. It's just like, oh yeah, your good mushroom house, it's now just one-ups. Okay, now.
Just two toads fighting over real estate space.
Yeah, just every time you clear a level with
This is my
fireworks,
zone.
it replaces it, even if it's the same kind. Shunk. Oh man, now this music. It's a crying shame it's not come back in any game except
Oh,
Fortune
I
Street,
was gonna-
oddly enough.
I was gonna mention it. This is my favorite castle music in any Mario game.
So
I've
good.
never actually heard it. I don't remember it.
I'm like, why did they change it in Wii? This one is like.
oh my
perfect.
gosh.
Like,
Wow, that
this
theme is
castle
great.
theme is absolutely perfect. I'm sad that they changed it and we get on.
I think they actually put it in, like, at least the hacker put it back in, like, newer Super Mario Bros.
It was
He knows what's up.
it was slated to be in it, but the original composer, I guess, had a falling out with the team, so it didn't end up actually getting put in. In fact, I don't even know if the remix is still there. Like, I don't know if you can still find it. Also, pointless. If you just stand still long enough, you'll just fall off these ropes.
Oh yeah.
Ooh, almost hit the bottom of that.
He didn't do that in Mario Sunshine. What happened?
Yep. Oh yeah. Also, if you knock, where is the third coin?
Oh yeah, if you knock the dry bone's head in the lava.
Oh right, you have to jump off something at the top of the screen. That or no, this is where the second was. Is there an invisible block? I don't even remember. It's probably in the middle of this. There's an there's a pipe just off screen.
Yeah, I was about to say, is it like that one hidden block in Subspace Emissary that's just off screen?
Yeah.
But yeah, were you gonna mention that if the dry bone's head gets knocked into the lava, it
Yeah,
can't
like
reform?
this. Yeah, it just it's
Yeah, I
it's
love
dead now. Totally dead.
Wait, that actually happens? If it gets formed in lava, it doesn't come back?
Nope.
Yeah, if its head gets knocked in there.
That's interesting.
So I got to watch this on the big screen. Get scarred for life.
Everybody got scarred in this boss.
Wait, on the big screen? Oh my gosh.
That guy's
That
dead.
was so hard.
Like a fake Bowser or something, but...
Nope, he's just dead.
Yeah, Bowser is just dead now. Jeez.
Doesn't show up for the rest of the game.
Bowser Jr. seems fine with it, though. He's just like, oh, drat.
He's the new king now. Just gotta keep up the status quo. Okay, we have
Speaking
a multiple.
of status quo, Desert World.
I know, right? Desert World and World 2. When does this
Who
happen?
would have thought?
I don't even know which game started the trope. It just seems like that's been
Mario
the case
3.
since time immemorial. Even Mario 2 had a desert world for
Yeah,
World
I
2.
know Mario 2 had desert levels, but wasn't that just level 6, was it?
No, 2 as well. 2 and
Yeah,
6.
what the
Two-
heck?
oh, two
World
was-
2? World 2 is the Desert World? Who is...
I like when it applies to non-platformers too, because I was playing Bravely Default lately, and the second area you go to in that game is the desert continent.
Oh, I've been watching HC Bailey's LP.
Yeah, I watched that
Can you
too.
stop these?
I love
no, you
HC
can't.
Bailey.
They look non-spiky.
Good job, J.A.Ster.
You can stop them at 64, man.
Pokies
And
are
Galaxy.
pokey. You need Spike Shield.
You can jump on their heads sometimes in Sunshine, but for some reason it just takes damage sometimes when I do that.
Miles, it's too bad that RPG badges aren't really in platformers.
No Spike Shield.
Huh.
Dang.
I don't even remember what's in this pipe. Is there a hidden mini mushroom in this level? I have the player's guide for this game back in the day. I didn't even get it when it launched.
I feel like I remember a lot of stages with mini pipes and not having mini mushrooms in them.
Yeah, they really wanted you experimenting around with it. I mean, there are levels that are just fun to play with the mini mushroom in this game. The physics
Yeah, I
are-
still think it's fun just soaring over everything with it.
Yeah. Yeah, this game has an awkward thing where if you just barely make it onto a corner of a platform, you lose all of your momentum. And I think that's only this as
Okay,
well.
how is that not a 1-up? That's such bullcrap.
Yeah, I probably could have gotten... Also 99 coins again. Just gonna finish every level with 99 coins.
If you do that, that would be amazing.
Which game was it? Was it like Sticker Star or Color Splash that used like the Mario 2, like kind of pokies?
Yeah, the Mario 2
Yeah, I
guide
remember
would-
seeing them and I was like, oh, I forgot pokies even used to look like this.
It might have been both, but I know Color Splash did it.
I'm just so used to pokies how they are here.
I don't even
I'm
remember...
now just getting a...
Where did I pick up that coin? Oh, it hit this block off
You
screen.
Oh, nice.
That's not what
I'm
we're
not-
going for. Please come back, Lakitu.
Flashback
I didn't mean it.
to
I didn't think that would kill him. Wow.
I mean, I didn't either. That was not at all a thing in my mind. Wow, this moves super slowly.
It's good to know hitting a block underneath Lakitu also gets rid of his cloud.
No doubt there's a coin up here, but heck if I remember where it is, so here it is. Man, this thing is slow.
I'm kind of glad it's not like Mario 3, where I felt the need to check every level with the raccoon and just go in the sky. There's probably something in every level.
Don't worry, the sequel's got you covered. Cool, I've got a wall jump. It's built for things like that.
Was the raccoon leaf in Wii? I don't remember.
No, it was in 2. I was super excited about that. Like, this was before I even had a 3DS. And then, like, U came out, and suddenly I lost all hype for the series, along with the rest of the internet.
And then Luigi U came out.
Like they announced U before 2 was even out. It's like, you kidding me?
Wait, is that actually true?
Yes, they came out 4 months apart. There's a pipe up here, isn't there? Good night, why is this so slow? I do not remember clouds being that slow in this game. To pick up an item.
I think clouds IRL are faster than that.
Yeah, look at the clouds in the background there. They're moving at least as fast.
If you finish with 99 coins again, unintentionally, that's gonna be hilarious. Aw, rip.
Okay, Sticker Star had him too. Nice to know.
I love that one Pokey from the Mario Super Show that wears a cowboy hat. Like, the main game should do that. Like, I loved the sombrero guys in Sticker Star. Like, I actually really like those enemies.
I liked them as an idea until I had to get their frickin' card or whatever it was from Paper Jam. Oh goodness, were those things impossible to dodge, and they loved running away.
Man, look at us, we're talking about bad games. Well...
Hey, Paper Jam's not that bad.
Yeah, I know. No, I'm not saying... I'm just saying... Like, I mean, to be honest, I don't really hate Sticker Star, Paper Jam, or Color Splash as much. I don't even call them bad games. I still enjoy them.
I just still need to play Paper Jam.
I know
GameStop doesn't even carry it anymore for some reason.
I know some people don't like Sticker Star a lot. Well, you know, a lot of people.
Oh jeez, is it World 7 already from Mario 3?
I know, right? The pipe mazes are just all throughout, except not really. There's only like 2 or 3 of them. This just happens to be in an early
I don't
world.
remember this little trope coming back in the later games.
So look, we have the new swoop design. This is when I first learned that they aren't in fact
aren't
one-eyed,
sawbosses.
one-eyed monstrosities. So giant piranha, or not giant piranha plants, normal piranha plants. I did, but they never opened their eyes, so it never really clicked to me that, like...
But you didn't notice that they had 2
Hey, look,
eye slots?
Hey, look, it's the new character in Smash.
I know.
I cannot be convinced that one render of Waluigi holding a piranha plant isn't what inspired that.
Oh my gosh, I actually...
Sakurai just saw that render, he's like... And someone's like, dude, this guy needs to be in the game. He's like,
yes,
you got it.
It's actually funny. I actually saw like a meme that someone made, or just like a picture, and it was the piranha plant going like, "Hey Waluigi," and then Waluigi looks over, and then the piranha has like you know the letter, and he's just like, "Fish."
Man, look at these awesome graphics. Look at these.
Oh, that's beautiful.
Look at these
sine waves. Yeah.
The power of the Nintendo DS.
Yes. The ultimate.
Oh shoot! I forgot. I was supposed to hit
handheld platform.
Yeah. I forgot you were supposed to hit the switch on the ceiling there while the water was up.
Now this is really reminded me of that one section from the underwear in Super Paper Mario.
Oh yeah, with the
underwear
razor.
was a
Like this looks
pretty
just
cool
like that
zone.
in one section.
The underwear was actually a cool section in my opinion. And,
Everybody liked it more than the over there, that's for sure.
no, I like. Well, yeah. The over there was alright, but also kind of. I think the over there.
No, it was not
more
alright.
Hey, 7-3 was amazing,
Yeah,
and
okay,
you're
you're
not
right.
telling me otherwise.
Why are there 2 pipes? Nice wall kick.
So you can
That
wall
still
kick
wasn't a
and
wall?
not quite hit the
Jump
top.
off,
Exactly. Oh wow, I am missing
What, did
all the
you
comments
hate
on
you-
YouTube. Thank you for updating me, guys.
I just have the
Did
Twitch page
you-
up, I'm sorry.
I also have Twitch up.
I also have
It's
Twitch
faster.
up.
The text is on the screen. You can tell me if it pops up.
Sorry about that.
Did Cloudy or do you not like the over there?
No, I greatly dislike 7-3 and 7-4. I greatly dislike those levels.
I think a lot of speedrunners just like it too because it's where you can do. I don't know if you've heard of.
Oh yeah, Fudley jumping.
Fudley jump. Yep. Where you can do peach skip.
Dang it.
Just leave her there. She doesn't need to come along. She's fine.
Yeah, no, people skip her in speedruns.
Oh, I don't think
But
I've ever
it's
played this
extremely
game with
hard.
headphones. The sound of those.
If you skip Peach, is she still there in 8-2 where you have to fight Mimi?
I don't actually know. I've never
Like, does she just pop up? Like, hey guys,
I
thanks for
think
ditching
so.
me back there.
Probably. Wait, Jace, did you say you're playing this with headphones? Probably.
Yeah, but like this is the first time I've ever played it with headphones. I never realized that those rotating platformy things make a sound when they spin. It's like a deep like
Yeah.
whoa, 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 whoa.
I actually bought a headphone splitter so I could like because I like if you plug in like the aux cord for like the DS. I don't know if you're using a 3DS capture card, but in this case it's the DS capture card. It has a slight delay to it, and it just throws me off so much. I'm like, yeah, no, I'm not dealing with this.
Yeah.
You know, speaking of Piranha Plant, I heard that Nintendo themselves are picking the DLC for Smash that's gonna come out.
They
Like,
are.
not Sakurai, like Nintendo themselves.
5 more
Like,
piranha
whoever
plants.
that is.
Those things
Like
are.
I say, it's like suddenly Piranha Plant makes a lot of sense when you put it that way.
Boy, this jump.
I
And
sure
then
can't
one of
wait
them-
for Blue and Yellow Toad to be playable.
Hey, no, Blue Toad's dead. They killed him. I'm
Didn't
sure
they have
that's
names
not
or
how that
something?
was meant to be done, but it works. Is that how that was meant to be done? Maybe that was. How would you get there from here? That is a
What the
tight
heck?
jump.
Nintendo wants you to come up with strats.
Oh, I just looped around. I looped completely around. Whoops. Completely forgot where I was going. Alright, let's continue this way.
You know, before I joined, you were like, hey, there's nothing on the bottom screen that's important, but it's like, how will we know how close you are to being in the level without it?
Hey, you guys can see it. I can. It's bigger for you guys than for me. That switch was totally unnecessary with the fire flower.
Alright, if you don't get a 1-up, I swear.
What, from that height? You kidding?
Oh, never mind.
So nice.
Maybe if I
Stop.
set it on top of the little
Yeah, I was
flagpole.
gonna say, I think you have you can stay in the air for a while.
This game is not about letting you get 1-ups on every
It
every
really
flagpole. This
This
is
is a 3D world.
yeah, exactly. Or 3D Land. Or did 3D Land require you get all the flagpoles? I don't remember.
isn't. Yep,
I
it did.
actually never played 3D Land.
I only
3D
100%ed
did
it once.
require. I think the one thing that was trash
Dang
about
it.
World is you didn't get a 1-up after touching the top of the flag.
Oh yeah, that's true. You got 10,000 points. Hey, 5-digit points are nothing to sneeze at, man.
Oh yeah, and
Boing.
something that's also I find annoying, just in my personal opinion. I love how it's like you're with a bunch of people, like you can do multiplayer and you have a bunch of friends, and you're all working together. But then there's the stupid crown system, which implies that you're competing for. So it's like there is no.
I mean, hasn't
working-
God, don't
multiplayer New
remind me
Super
about
Mario
that.
If that bleeds into your play, you've got a bad group of friends. Just TBH. I'd never understood that complaint.
Isn't multiplayer New Super Mario Brothers already competitive enough?
I mean, I guess so.
At least you have a dimension to, like, not have to go directly on top of people to get past them.
Everyone bubble.
Exactly.
So what's this fish's name? Is it Big Bertha, Boss Bass, whatever?
do
I
not
swear it's always
remember.
different.
Either Big Bertha. I think it's Big Bertha if you're talking about the giant. Spawns are hard.
It has.
It's like different in every game.
No, yeah, it has a totally different name in this game, and I cannot for the life of me remember what it is. Getting these flying jumps on these Koopas is difficult. I'm not gonna get the one up. I'm gonna get like 8,000. Not even 8,000. Wow.
What the heck?
It's all about the
You have to
points,
top,
man.
like the very tippy top, huh?
I have to. Oh, I guess the third coin must be on the secret path, because that was the one I got was really close to the end.
Actually, speaking of being competitive, did anyone else just love that in New Super Mario Bros. Wii, in Coin Battle, you cannot bubble, and then you go to the roller coaster level, and then you just pick up someone and throw them off the ledge?
I played so
You
little
remember
coin
what
battle.
was.
I only played it like the first day I got Wii, and that's about it.
I seriously don't even know what that is.
You can't use
Whoa.
Battle for coins.
That is a really
But you-
bizarre thing.
You cannot bubble, which is hilarious,
Like
because
the-
you can just throw people off.
See how I just ran off that platform and hit the block with the corner of my cap?
Yo, nice.
Is this like Donkey Kong Country where you can jump like after falling off a platform?
Oh, I need to hit
Or a
that,
roll
don't
or
I?
whatever it
Oh,
is.
You roll and then jump.
yeah, not quite. Okay, let's actually time this time.
You actually have to have that spiral platform like go down, right, to jump off of it?
Yeah, you have to wait a little tiny
Like you
bit.
can't jump off it immediately as you land on it.
Yeah. That got me in 1-3, I think. Not that it matters, because it's perfectly safe the first time. I was about to wall kick up, and they went and put up... I cannot stop getting backwards momentum here, apparently.
Nice. Secret exit?
Where's the gravity suit?
Come
mushroom?
on, we can do better than that. If I double jumped, I might have gotten a couple thousand more than that.
So nice.
Alright, well I think I'm actually going to head out now, because I haven't had dinner yet, and I should have dinner.
Go eat.
You
Yes.
guys and your West Coast.
Yes, West Coast.
Look how thin Mario gets when he goes through these pipes.
Oof.
So wow, I forgot that shot you straight to the end of the world.
Anyway, enjoy the rest of the stream. Good luck on these levels, I guess.
Yeah. I'll see you.
See y'all later. See ya.
I will say, for being a like desert world, these are like some kind of interesting gimmicks, and not much of the whole quicksand and sand spirals and all the non-fun desert things that they love to put in every desert level ever. Oh, right. There's a mini mushroom in this level someplace. That or you need to bring one in. 'Cause I think that
I mean, I'll
one
be
is...
honest, I liked New Super Mario Bros. U, like how they made the desert look, if anything.
See, it's not a desert, it's cake. Cake is fun, guys.
It's not a desert as the desert music plays.
Why am I remembering this being the level that's really stupid to bring a Mega Mushroom to? There's a reason I have to be remembering.
Well, you just can't get through any of that nonsense in the middle. Like, you just can't proceed into it.
I guess that may be it. I'm remembering something else, but you might be right.
I love this
It
here,
is.
like, if you hit this and then just go up, and then realize that you've missed the coin. You just gotta loop around. Boy, I am the worst at stopping this Koopa.
Why did they put that switch there then? That's so... Oof. Here, let's put the switch before the star coin.
Oh, I thought there might have been a switch in that block. There's a switch in the one next to it. Whoop. Vaulted it right over the piranha. Alright, they have Hammer Bros in this game. They're kind of sporadic. Here's where you would normally do the one-up thing for the first time. Well, that was fun. Guess we'll get our 800 points.
So nice.
I like how we all wondered what Hammer Brothers look like without their helmet, and then we finally saw an Odyssey, and I'm like, ugh, put the helmet back on.
I know.
They look so weird in Odyssey to me.
Well, if this is a mini mushroom, we can save ourselves some time. They front load all the secret exits in this world. Yeah, I don't think there is a... Oh, nice, it is. Boy, I'm just getting super lucky with these blocks.
It's the desert world. It has to have the most secrets in it.
Ugh, that was a bad idea. Alright. Home-ish, free-ish. There we
I
go.
just prefer bouncing off enemies instead of trying to ground pound them.
Oh yeah, I was just trying to fall faster. I don't know if the bounce would have been the best idea either. Man, another just nearly shortcut. They know it's a desert world. It's not very fun. And also this...
Just skip it.
This next...
Here's a long road around.
Yeah. Here's like every possible shortcut. And then they reward you with like, oh, by the way, this castle has a secret exit, and it's one of the most obnoxious ones in the game. Have fun. This level is
If you make it to the castle at the end, doesn't Bowser Jr. just like come out of the fort and run to the castle really quick?
Oh yeah, and he warps...
I forget if that's a thing.
Yeah, also ignore that I just ran off the bottom thinking that there was ground below it. Yeah, and if you take warp zones, he will in fact warp to the world that you go to, and then he'll never appear again in any world with a lower number. That's kind of why I don't want to spoil things. Let's let Bowser Jr. actually be in every castle that we go to. Really interesting gimmicks in this level, particularly this secret exit, or secret area.
I always like those like ceiling ropes that you grab onto in platformers.
Dang it. I was trying to get on top of it. Let's try this again. I bet you with a mini mushroom I can do it pretty easily.
Wow, that's a really cool way to use the wall jump. I forgot about that.
Yeah, I don't think that's a thing that I'm likely to be able to do, so let's just do it the usual way.
Wait, why wouldn't you be able to do it?
I mean, that's not how you're meant to do that.
Oh, you're trying to get on top of it.
Yeah. I remember this took me a few tries to get to do, because you have to be fairly precise with your wall kicks.
I feel like if you hit your head on the ceiling, it might make it a little harder.
So I managed to miss a star coin already. I think this shortcuts you to pretty much the end of the level, too. I don't know if we can even backtrack far enough.
Wow, this level has a lot of gimmicks in one level. It really does.
Yeah, rotating platforms. Where does this even take you? Oh, the end. Whoops. Well, that one will have to be played again. Now we can actually ground-bound the dang guy.
I've been noticing you go through a lot more red pipes than green ones in this game.
I forgot that you can
green war pipes are overused.
You can jump combo this guy to death.
Well, that quicksand sure adds a lot, doesn't it?
I know, right? If you fall off the platform, you have to just slightly jump.
They just really want to remind you that you are, in fact, in the desert level.
So, hi, Facebook notifications. Apologies, stream.
It's from Luigi asking why he's not in this game. Or why you're not playing as him.
You have to ride this to the top to get the first coin? I think if I remember where this is, honestly. Ooh, barely made that. You probably have to ride this one around the back way. Oh, nope, there it is. Just off in a little corner.
So let's see, this level's got spinning platforms, those ropes that you hold onto, the wall jump platforms, and those like square pipe-ish looking things.
Yep. Sounds like an average number of gimmicks for a level to me.
for a mid-fortress.
Really should have not taken the fire flower, because then I could have gotten a second. Gotta love those purely alternative paths. I forget if there's a pit under here. Let's find out. Okay, there is not.
That is not death.
I'd rather find out that way than the other. I have to check all the corners, dang it! Because I'm not seeing any of them on screen. They could be hiding more coins in them. Except I think I remember where the third one is. There's
Kind of makes me wish, like in Sonic games, you could pan the camera up or down. Like, just have some way to do that.
I don't actually remember where you... Oh no, you have to wall kick up by this pipe to hit this block. This is just where you learn how to wall kick if you don't know already. You have to kind of tilt this thing to get
You
to
can
this
stay
coin.
on that for a long time. That triangle one.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's like, it's completely vertical, but you're still on it.
You have to be literally 90 degrees to fall off.
It's like Mario Sunshine physics right there.
Can you ground pound and jump combo at the same time? Yeah! That's a super fast fight! I don't think the later ones let you do that.
Wow. Yeah, doesn't he get, like, in a shell faster than later ones?
Yeah.
He does get more tough. And on that note, I'm gonna be heading out, so good.
Playing Doom?
Pretty soon.
Doom soon? Yeah.
Doom, doom, doom.
Appropriate. So that's the sound you get when you jump on these blocks. Doom, doom.
This is looking a lot like Mario 3.
I know, right? They're not quite pile driver micro Goombas, but they're pretty much. Also, I think I already missed a thing. I need to lure one of these guys up here. You have to get them to jump at the right time in the music while they're moving sideways.
Wait, is it really the music that makes him jump?
Yeah, it took me forever to figure that out. And now I've lost even more progress. This is one of the most obnoxious coins in the game to get.
There are so many freaking hero players in Duel Links right now. Jesus.
Boy, that guy just did not like that spiny.
Okay, maybe I just need to stay off of him. Really?
I was about to say, is it like Dory from Mario 64, where it depends on where you're facing?
Well, you have to... no, I thought it was. No, you have to just not be on them for them to jump to the side.
It took me a while to realize in Mario 64, I was like, I thought Dory moved randomly, but it's like, oh no, it's
There
whatever
we
way
go.
I'm facing.
That took forever and a half. Finally got to use the music to my advantage. You can't hit the block. Better not be anything up here, because I'm not going to lure him all the way back up.
You should just save a Mega Mushroom for this level to get that star coin.
Yeah, that would honestly be the easy way. It's just if you don't immediately get it, just out of sheer luck, you're basically going to have to do all that nonsense to get him back up there.
This guy's reminding me of that, like, that weird warp pipe in Yoshi's New Island that, like, runs around. And it's apparently Mario for some reason.
What?
Like, at the end of Yoshi's New Island, that, like, green pipe that runs around in some levels is, like, actually Mario somehow.
I remember, like, nothing about this level, apparently. Like, I've easily, obviously missed a coin at this point, and I don't have the foggiest idea where it is. It was probably backwards from where the P-switch was. Thankfully, it's not a very long
I wonder
level.
if there's something past the quicksand.
I know,
Because
right?
they never hide things in quicksand.
Yep. Now
This
that I
really
know how
is the
to
Mario 3 level.
Now that I know how to control this guy, getting this coin is a lot easier. Dang it. I say that. Just barely miss. Playing with sound on helps. Dang it. Oh, I thought there was a bar. Oh, there's the bar. Eh, not worth it.
So nice.
Just a level full of awkward stumbling around.
You know, I always wanted the games to have like a question mark block that's actually an enemy, but that wouldn't become a thing until Mario and Luigi Dream Team.
You get a treasure chest in Bowser's Inside Story. That's close enough, right?
But fake treasure chest enemies are in every RPG.
This is true.
And for some reason, treasure chest enemies are always called mimics.
Heh. I mean, that may be
I've noticed that about every game that has them.
probably just a D&D thing.
Like, even Kid Icarus Uprising did that.
Is Mimikyu actually a treasure chest?
Have you seen that one image on Twitter where it's like, it's Mimikyu, and then, like, that light blast from Smash Brothers hits him, but then his just disguise falls over?
Hello. Random pit.
This freaking PvP ladder in Deluxe is honestly kind of starting to tilt me a little.
It's Yu-Gi-Oh, right?
Man,
Yeah.
you talk about these question marks, and like, heck if I even remember. I'm like, I'm trying to remember this enemy from Dream Team.
It was in like Dreams Deep,
Dreams
like that
Deep.
weird spacey area where like Luigi's face is like floating around everywhere.
And I remember so little about this game. It's been like 6 years since I played it.
I was gonna say, it's like, I don't really blame you, honestly.
Like, Partners in Time maybe would be in the same space if I hadn't played it like 4 times back in the day.
And if it wasn't the better game.
That's debatable.
It is, but I don't know, I always liked that game more than most.
I mean, I like the game, but again, that may just be because I played it 4 times back in the day. I should let these guys live. Let them enjoy their time in the spotlight. Not like they're ever gonna be part of some massive, like, crossover or
right.
anything. Plus, that guy would be sitting there munching on the side of this platform, like, throughout the entire level if I hadn't just killed him outright. Until the
Need a
platforms...
Piranha Plant partner in a Paper Mario game. Now that he's in Smash Brothers. Just put Piranha Plants everywhere.
Oh, sure. Just sit there right in the way. Bet you he's gonna be like, okay, good. I like how these little platforms just, like, put the enemies in random spots. Oh, that's gonna be really obnoxious. Dang it, I'm gonna actually miss that. Ah. Yeah, let's just take the death. Oh, there's no halfway point, dang it!
Yeah, I was gonna say, I love, it's like, how much they put into Piranha Plant's moveset in Smash Brothers.
It's pretty ridiculous, like, all
I
the
was
references.
not expecting to see Putrid Piranha Plant.
I mean, Piranha Plant in general, yeah, obviously, makes sense. But, okay, now they've had their fun, let's kill them all.
Or in whichever game had like the black spiky ones.
Yeah, that was, I think, one of them from one of the Galaxy games. Like Galaxy 2, Sky Station.
Yeah, I think it was
Not
Galaxy
the
2.
one that, the ones that blow up those spike ball things or whatever.
The one
There
that
was,
you
like,
hit
one
the...
at the end of Sky Station, I think.
Yeah, Sky Station. Was it the first or the second star?
It was the second star, because first was Pee-wee Piranha.
Right. Maybe it wasn't the end then, because I think there was the section with the glass thing after it.
The whole game, I was waiting for the fiery Pee-wee Piranha, but then it was, here's fiery Gobblegut.
Yep.
Well, this is much worse.
Oh, I carried momentum from the platform there.
I love how that fight was in the most random galaxy, too.
I know, Battle Belt.
Yeah.
Wouldn't have expected a fight there. Oh, wait, no. What?
Like, here, feed this hungry Luma. It's a single planet. Huh, I wonder what this could be.
Well, That's fun. Guess I'm gonna have to... Well, never mind. There's the coin. Now I just sort of lose my platforms. I don't even remember where the third coin is. I assume it can't be too far out of the way. It's an auto-scroller.
Yes, because this reminds me of a really obnoxious part at the end of Cybertrack Act 3 and Sonic Advance 3. Had like these two platforms moving just like those ones did.
I love this little thing they put at the end of this level. Like, why? I don't understand. Like, why is this a thing?
I really like that though, but is that really nowhere else in the game?
No, it's just there. They could have easily made a gimmick out of that. Having to, like, shoot things
Yeah,
up in
I
the
know.
air to a certain, like, location or
I really
whatnot.
like that.
One of the many very random one-off gimmicks.
Like have a thing where you have to like jump on the cork right as it's about to fly off. That'd be fun.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that's true. You could, like, throw a shell onto it to press it down. I like how you hear one of the bricks break right as this level starts. And then...
You can hear the thing coming down.
No, you hear, like, one brick break before the level proper starts. So, like, you're like...
Oh yeah, it's like one brick break, but then the level is paused like while it's loading.
Yeah,
and
and then it's like doom to doom 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 to doom. Let's just take all the hits. Cool, they're free. Because
Should have been the Spiny Tromps from Super Paper Mario.
I mean, that game didn't exist yet, but sure.
Yeah, I was gonna say. But
Were those introduced in that game?
I want to say I don't remember them. What other game were they?
Oh
in?
yeah, yeah, I guess. And then the things in Wii, New Super Mario Bros. Wii, were kind of similar to them. The take on the similar sort of rolling enemy.
That's how you add more enemies in Mario games. Take a stage hazard and then add eyes to them.
You gotta love this, like, totally fitting castle music in this outdoor desert area. So you can run... Can't... Oh, I thought you could run over that backwards. I must be thinking of something else. Maybe you can take a running leap from here? No? Maybe it's here you can go over.
Just pretend that pyramid is the castle.
Yeah. We'll get that mini mushroom later. Nearly ground bounded into the pit
I would
there.
hope so, because you kind of need to beat this boss as mini to play more of the game.
Yeah, it's not bad. It's bad enough that they make you fight this guy with the mini mushroom, and it's kind of obnoxious. You have to do it, like, to unlock 2 worlds.
Yeah.
Oh, that's not true, actually. That's only if you use the warp in the upcoming world.
I still really love this about this game, though. Look, original boss fights.
Yeah, we killed Bowser already.
Coupling boss fights. Exactly.
They had to come up with something.
So nice.
So this is the 1 key run. Now we're just gonna warp to World 8.
Yeah.
That World 3 thing is not at all suspicious when combined with the bottom screen.
I'm sure that gap underneath the sign is just there for aesthetic purposes. It's for when the castle floods, it's where the water goes.
Yeah.
In I go.
Because water and rain in general is such a common occurrence in the desert.
I don't know, Las Vegas had like flooding earlier this year. I have a friend who lives around there.
Why do I get hit by this thing every single time? I just can't make that jump for some reason.
They totally should have made this castle look like a pyramid.
Whoop. Didn't even have to go up here.
It
Ah!
always feels like a waste to me to have a desert level without a pyramid level in it.
I mean, 2-4 kind of looks like a pyramid, invertedly, in that underground area.
Inverted pyramid, you say? Said the Odyssey developers.
Thought for sure you
You know, to give Odyssey credit, Sand Kingdom is probably my favorite in the game.
Oh yeah, that is a desert level done right.
It's really good.
Used for just outright openness.
I think that desert at nighttime is a very underused aesthetic.
Yeah, it's pretty good. No, they give you a mushroom here, so you're not like forced to do the fight as a mini mushroom your first time through and get all the coins.
It's funny how Sand Kingdom was a better ice level than Snow Kingdom.
You're not wrong. And I say this as someone that absolutely loves like ice levels in general.
Yeah,
They
I do too, and I always thought Snow Kingdom was the most disappointing one.
come on. You have to be so precise. The thing about taking out bosses, maybe there's a little bit of visual lag, and that's why I'm doing that. Oh man, I could have done it. I thought he was gonna be the short guy. Oh, I actually got him as the short guy. He goes back into the ground really quickly when he's only 2 segments tall. I mean, you kind of have to do the wall kick thing as Mini Mario. Like, otherwise, you're never gonna be able to get up to him, not get
Honestly,
hit, and get a ground pound in.
This guy's harder to do mini than Petey Piranha is.
Hey, spoilers, man. Well, now that we've sent
Sorry.
Bowser Jr. here, we're going to do exactly what I said we're not going to do, and just ditch him for World 3.
Yeah, Petey Piranha's in this game, but you'll never guess what world he's the boss of.
The Forest World, obviously, right?
Obviously.
The Windmill World. Oh, that's not how I expected that to work.
Never thought they'd bring back the, like, pond skater enemies from Wet Dry World.
Yeah, they changed up the color palette and everything, despite having a perfectly workable model from 64DS. I'm going to loop around this way because it's gonna be. Whoop! Should have waited. Oh shoot! I forgot you float when you have items in your hands. And then I threw it and killed myself.
I was gonna say, what killed you? Did it come out of its shell?
No. Oh.
I don't think they can come out of their shell in the water.
Whoa, whoa! Why did I just fall right through the water? I realize this is a silly sounding complaint out of context.
Why do I sink in water?
Okay, can we like not get hit a zillion times here at the start? Let's kill these guys and then get the very easy hello hitboxes. I feel like half my body was overlapping that. All this silly play is still, like, I'm still glad that I got that mini mushroom fight in one try. That took me forever on the average playthrough, like,
Yeah, same
back in
here.
the day. Okay, I thought there was more to this, because we've seen 0 coins thus far. Oh, those were 2 very large misses there. It's about as easy to jump out of water in this game as Mario 3.
I was hoping it'd be a little easier.
This was a bad idea, because now I'm gonna have to get the mushroom out of there.
I noticed that's a common thing in any Mario game. Jumping out of the water is harder than you think it would be.
Oh, I shouldn't have done that, dang it, I needed that guy. Well,
Yeah, only I'd totally recommend watching Twitch instead of YouTube.
Yeah. Agreed. Please don't demonetize me. Never mind that it don't monetize in the first place. I don't want to have to deal with the copyrights and everything. Like, just whatever. Oh, well, I guess I'm not getting that power-up. I don't know where that spawned, but that was really far off screen. Also, wow, a coin. And the 10-coin block. Yep, not getting that, whatever it was. That was the first star coin. Sheesh. You know, let's take the top path. Yep. Redo that. I love how they just disappear instantaneously when you hit them.
I don't even think you can ground pound on blocks underwater, can you?
I don't think you can.
Oh, hello.
Or if you could, it's like kind of weird and they don't come out fast. I don't remember.
I don't even remember if you need that. Well, if you do need it for a coin, we can... Okay, there's definitely intent to bring in a mini mushroom here. I forget whether the level gives you one or not. Oh, you know what? That's
Default, assume no.
That's probably what the item that I didn't get was. Well, we'll redo this. Assume that's the case. And see if we can get that mini pipe as well, because that one's obviously not necessary, because there's no secret exit in this level. Nice off-screen item collection there.
I'm
noticing a trend here.
Balance heroes are everywhere in this freaking map. Holy shit.
What are you up to? You're like...
Still playing Duel Links. Like, seriously, there are so many hero players on the freaking ladder right now. That's ridiculous.
Oh, those Koopas don't have a lot of frames of animation when I look close at them.
Hey, at least they're pre-rendered, so they look a little less jagged than most enemies.
At least they're not 2D sprites, yeah.
They are 2D sprites, actually, unlike most things.
Well, it's hard to describe what I mean. I mean, like Smash 64 Pokemon, how those look.
Yeah, they're not just like one frame of anime. Well, I shouldn't have done that, dang it! Okay, almost missed that, because they fall surprisingly fast for being underwater. Wow, I just sort of slid over a 3-block gap. That's Mini Mario for you.
You know, you think the mini mushroom would float, considering what it makes you do.
You don't even have to run to, like, skid across the water. I'm just walking in place. Come on, man. I want this mini pipe. Sigh. I can't just stand there
I'm
here.
noticing a trend with unreliable enemy AI.
There we go. Now this is gonna give me like a mega mushroom or something. Oh, nice.
Here's another mini mushroom.
I mean, by comparison, it's a mega mushroom. I don't even remember what happens if you run into mini Goombas with a normal mushroom. I assume they just disappear.
Don't they just like get knocked off this little level?
Yeah, I think so. Alrighty. I love how forgiving the pipe hitboxes are. I hit like the far right edge.
Yeah, this isn't Super Metroid save rooms.
Yeah, where it's like, nope.
Yeah, that's what Mario War Pipes need to be like.
So nice.
Be in the exact middle.
1 pixel. Slightly right of center. Alright, no more of this mini mushroom nonsense. Let's play through the rest of this world. With, like, decent amount of gravity. He says, going to an underwater level. This giant fish.
You know, looking at the timer reminded me that in the Switch port of the Luigi U, they changed all the levels to go from 100 seconds to 200.
Really?
Yeah, they just changed that. There's
Okay.
no more 100 timer limit.
I guess you could. That's how you get to call it Deluxe. We've added timer. Eh.
Wasn't that game designed around the 100 time thing anyway?
Yeah, but that was when we were catering to the hardcore audience. Because that's all that would buy the Wii U. That's kind of silly. I hadn't heard that.
Yeah, I saw that on Twitter somewhere, like the few changes they made to the new Super Mario Bros. U.
Let's get the snow! Oof. And then Cheap Chomp is just gone, never to be seen again. Yep.
Yeah, I was looking for that fish's name earlier, like the one in the desert water level.
Yeah, I
but
cannot
I can only find this thing.
Yeah, I could not for the life of me remember what thing is that thing is called. I probably didn't know it before I got the player's guide. Well, guess we're not getting that fire flower. Would have been useful. Oh well. Easy level-ish. Alright, this tune. We get to hear it for no time at all. It'll come back. I mean, it was also in 2A, and I
It's not
didn't
like this
comment
is
on it.
anything.
It'd be great if that were the only place in this entire world the beach theme played. I love the beach theme in this game, too. It's not 3D lands, but it's good.
I'd have to hear that. I actually don't know 3D Land's music.
Yeah, 3D Land has some decent original music. I mean, it's not as orchestral and big band and whatnot as the 3D World one.
I was gonna say 3D World. Now that's a soundtrack I can remember.
Is this just a one-up? I don't even remember. I didn't mean to kick it off the edge earlier, I just sort of ran into it. Yeah. Memory serves, you can get a one-up here. Up, if you don't despawn the first Goomba, you can.
Let's see. Omi says that the desert spiky fish is called porcupuffers.
I don't think that's right. I think it was called anything but that. Because it was not, I want to say it was not named the same thing as any, like, similar fish of old. I would
Wait,
have
what
to...
old though? Is that an enemy from an older game?
Yeah, in Super Mario World. I'd have to look it up, though.
Oh right, World. I forgot about that.
While I'm waiting for this platform, just open Mario Wiki real fast. I trust them to remember the name of an enemy, generally. See? We get to go in a green pipe this time. You happy? The red pipe doesn't do anything.
I like that little stoplight thing they did with the pipes there, though.
Just to draw your attention to it, because one of them is a secret, and actually get you to the secret exit. Ugh, the corner.
Yeah. Your
quarter
first
clips.
mistake was opening Mario Wiki and expecting good information.
So nice.
Alright. Hello? Put the stream on hold here for a second, look this up, because now I'm curious.
Are you actually trying to find the name of it?
Yeah. Enemies.
I was trying to earlier, but it's like, I don't even know what to search.
Spike Bass. Yeah,
Mario DS fish enemy.
Spike Bass. That sounds as disappointing as I would expect.
Wait, that's really its name?
Yeah. I shouldn't have gone here, I should have finished the top
That's like
bath.
a Luigi's Mansion Dark Moon name.
Oh right, I forgot there were piped and non-piped Venus flight or fire trap things. Speaking of Venus flytraps, I learned through Pokemon Go that they're in fact North American native, like the real life ones. I would have been surprised by that.
What, real life piranha plants that shoot fireballs?
Yes. Like, they're specifically, like, North Carolina, South Carolina. Like, that's basically their entire habitat. That really surprised me.
Huh.
Wish you you had to wall kick up one of these to get to the red pipe, but I think it's just that center one there. Hey, I finally get something out of one of these pipes. Or one of these rotation blocks, rather.
Yeah, I was gonna say, like, get
Oh,
the
it
star,
resets-
but then just go back the way you came.
It
What
resets
the hell was that?
if you're
That
gonna...
was something loud.
What are you talking about?
Something just... volume just blared into my ear for whatever reason. I'm not sure why.
Might have just been your computer or something.
Just sort of damage boost through all that nonsense. Yeah. Oh no, what I don't remember is whether this level has a secret.
Would have been more useful to put that, like, shuffling block before that last stretch so you could get the Starman.
Yeah, well, I'm pretty sure they just ripped that directly from 64DS.
Did they really? Huh, I
I'd
don't
assume
remember.
so.
I mean, to be fair though, Mario 64 probably has my favorite rendition of the Invincible music.
Yeah, you're not wrong. I mean, I hope you're not, because it's your opinion.
Yeah, because those are known to be incorrect. Factually.
And now we're gonna get 2 1-ups because the Goomba decided to spawn. 3 if you count the one from the coins. That was a fairly wide gap to just assume I would run across.
You know, it's a good thing you don't have to be ultra precise with those, like, what do you call those? Those platforms earlier. Those, like, weight scale platforms.
Yeah.
There's nothing like you had to do in Lost Levels.
Look at the mushroom tilted for the perfect angle to get. Whoa, boy! Get me that that kill with the fireball. And this one is just actively trying to not let me get one.
That mushroom really does look like it's just being like, hey, get off me.
Well, that's what I get for trying to anticipate where it's going to put me for access to that coin. Go and finish off the bottom bath once I finish the top one. I was hoping I would hit that coin from, or that block from below.
I don't know how, like, the Starman length compares to other games.
I think it's
Like
average.
how long it...
I think it's pretty much the same length as in the original Super Mario Brothers in this game, about 10 seconds.
Yeah, I was gonna say, it's not Mario 3 short,
Nothing is.
thankfully. I always love these gate things. They're
Like-
always really fun to me.
I like how the Koopas die in, like, one hit. Also, like, I think I got sidetracked when saying, the star point counter reset when I went through the pipe again in 3B. I couldn't just reload the room repeatedly to get 1-ups with that Starman.
I remember when I got to this level, I was like, oh hey, they incorporated the gates from Mario Sunshine into a 2D game.
Yes,
Because
from
I
Mario
haven't played
Sunshine.
Mario World before then.
Also, look at this.
I didn't play Mario World before then.
It actually remembers which side of the grate you're supposed to be on. Unlike Mario World, where if you ever come out from behind a grate, you're just in front of it. Oh. That's not a good thing in this case, as it turns out. Now, can I throw this shell to collect it? Nope. I can hit myself with it, though. Wow. These things don't like going through one-block gaps. You have to go all the way back down here to reset your side of gate. I feel sorry for that Koopa Troopa.
That's a pretty clever star coin though. I like that one. Here, go back and flip yourself around.
Yeah, you're supposed to just loop around the first time. Just sidestep the amps to get around it.
Is that what they're called?
Amps, yeah.
Amps. I thought they were called shock absorbers, but maybe that's just Mario Party.
Yeah, that's the Mario Party 5 minigame. Or 7, which is a totally different game, and honestly a better one. It's what
I mean, it's like I remember the minigame name, but I don't remember exactly what it was like.
in 5 you just have to avoid a bunch of amps in a room. In 7 you have to match.
Oh yeah, like a circular room, and they just kind of fly around randomly.
Yeah. In 7 it's like an 8-player thing where you have to match the action of, like, basically you're in a little cage with 3 different buttons. You have to hit the one that lights up, and if they all flash at once, you have to duck. So it's like control shtick, which I always thought was one of the better battle games.
Oh man, I really want to play the GameCube Mario Parties again.
I need to figure out net play for those eventually, because those would be fun to stream if I had people to stream it with.
So nice.
I mean,
If I can get Dolphin running on my laptop.
I have Mario Party 5 still.
I need to go and get the coin. I was wondering which path it was on.
Hey man, I love Mario Party 5.
Yeah. Hands down, my favorite Minigame for Mario Party 5 is Mario Mix.
Yeah, that
Yeah,
one's
that's the one I
fun.
love.
Hey man, I'm totally straight. It'd be 5 I did first. Let's be real. 5 is the first one I played. 5 is what we'd be playing.
As you should.
6
I mean,
is
it's totally better than 4.
6 is objectively the best, and 4 is the worst. Why does anyone ever
Yes.
say anything good about 4? 4 is so
Exactly.
bad.
I didn't mind 4, honestly. Sure.
It's
the
one of those
math
things I liked as a kid, but now I'm just like, eh.
It's like there's some really good minigames, but
Yeah, I was
not
gonna
very
say-
many of them, and the boards are horrible, like the worst in the series.
Yes, they really are. Thank you. I
There's
was like, I like the minigames in 4, not most other things.
Heck if I remember how I'm supposed to get out of this. Okay, yeah, there's just like 3 different paths here. Oh, you don't donate, Master Creeper, but you are free to spend your time watching and enjoy my content. Unless there was a
Yeah, the best
context to that I'm not
donation.
aware of. Oh, I should probably pay attention instead of reading chat.
Gala is honestly probably the best board in Mario Party 4 because there is so much luck and RNG involved, it's ridiculous.
At least it embraces the luck, because most of them have RNG pathing. At least that one makes a gimmick out of it.
I remember when Suga and Masay did that board, and Waluigi just utterly destroyed them. It was as if the spirit of John was with them. He just came back for his revenge and dominated.
See, only I was trying to remember why I didn't care for 7 too much in retrospect. Like, I liked it back in the day, and it's got some good mini-games. And 8-player mode is amazing, and it's kind of unfortunate that TRG didn't play it at all. But, I tried to remember why, and then Chugga just sort of won everything with the Toad Stars. I'm like, oh yeah, now I remember why. The special
Yeah, it's like-
abilities were a bad idea.
I remember liking 7 a lot, but it's the one I remember the least of. I mean, it's not. At least it's not like I remember I watched somebody play Mario Party 10, and there was like a bonus for whoever like lost the most mini games.
In Super Mario Party has all that sort of nonsense. They just like dial.
Random in Super Mario Party.
Yeah, there's like a billion different conditions, and it basically makes whoever it wants to win. Which, I mean, like,
Yeah.
there's some fun to it, and they're low-stakes games. I don't really mind it.
I remember King K on his Mario Party retrospective. He says that like the 3 things to Mario Party should be strategy, skill, and luck. It shouldn't be too much of any of them. So I'm like, I'm fine with like a little bit of luck-based things in Mario Party.
I think they could honestly have, like, I mean, I think knowing what you're competing for bonus star-wise is nice, or at least having a relatively short list of possibilities.
Or at least be able to like set it in the options or something.
Wasn't that the guy who actually reviewed everyone's dice block in Super Mario Party?
I actually don't know.
Because I know there was someone who did that, and I watched that, and Wario was easily top tier because his dice blocks are just...
It's dumb. 4 6s. For crying out loud.
Wait, who has that dice block?
Wario has,
Wario.
yeah, 4 6s and 2 that make him lose 2 coins or something, I don't know. So the only number he can roll is a 6.
Wario becoming like a Satanist or something?
I feel like I've already missed a coin here. Gee whiz, this level. Nothing like water pipe mazes.
Speaking of Wario, I've been watching Vinny play Wario World.
Also, nothing
It's a
like
game that
playing this
exists.
on a tiny little screen in the corner of my
With-
Wii U
with the chat
gamepad.
windows covering it on my end.
Oh yeah, at least I don't have to deal with that. Sorry chat, I try to read it, I can't at the moment, because I really can't see this at all. Gee whiz. Oh, that was the second star. It's just a longer level than I remembered. I think there's a Starman in there, I'm just gonna get out. I'm gonna sit here on the ground where I can't be hit, if we're abiding by original Super Mario Brothers rules.
Like, you say that, but I thought I saw a blooper just, like, sitting on the ground.
Yeah, this is true. They can actually sit on the ground. Maybe this is the red pipe? No. It's just red for no reason. I don't see why there would be a red pipe there. Nice.
I mean, people always talk about Hammer Bros being the most unpredictable enemy, but for me, it was always bloopers.
Nice.
I think I've been forgetting these star coin signs.
Ooh, first ghost house. I say that like I'm a fan, but I never really was big on the ghost houses.
I feel like if I just kept running, I would have hit that block. Also, I like how they're like, yeah, this is a ghost house. These have to be non-linear and everything. You have no idea where you're going. You could be like 1/10 of the way through the level for all you know. Or you could be already at the end.
My favorite level from New Super Mario Bros. 3 House.
What were those things called? The pumpkin enemies? I don't remember.
They're not just Goombas wearing pumpkins?
They are actual pumpkins. I will demonstrate. See?
Huh, so they are.
Nice little meaty explosion sound, too. Only, like, at least do some, they're like Splumpkin or something. I don't freaking remember.
He's just going by Luigi's Mansion Dark Moon logic.
These are new enemies, man. This was when this was a new game. Shouldn't have hit that then. Like, then I have to wait for the platform the whole way. I like how the switch makes you automatically jump if you're standing on top of it.
Wait, Jade Aster, what'd you call those enemies earlier?
Hmm?
You like came up with a
It's not entirely
name for-
random. What is it? Or did you look it up?
It's actually Splunkin.
Okay, yeah, so I was like one letter
So
off,
you
more
were
or less.
really close to it. You understand how Mario enemies are usually named?
Just like mash a random portmanteau together, even if you don't actually know what the... Yeah, I don't really remember the way to get through this. I think you need a Koopa shell for one of the coins, though. So I may just be out of luck in being able to get it.
Is there one in this level?
I don't think so. Those don't tend to appear in levels unless they're in a roulette block.
Yeah, that's what I remember too.
Nope. Off by one. Oh well. Boy, these corner jumps are really taking away all of my momentum. Yep, I would need it to get through there and get the last coin. Also, I think there's a secret exit.
It's a ghost house, isn't there always?
Yeah, pretty much. Time to use up one of the red mushroom houses I've been just ignoring up through now. No, Olme, the internet is wrong. The blue shell is amazing.
I notice people tend to like dislike power-ups just for being slightly different than the norm. Oh, a power-up that doesn't shoot fireballs? It must be
Dang
bad.
it! slightly mistimed it. It's cool. I've got like 3 more mushroom houses to check.
Here I go.
You know, seeing all those dead trees at the end of the ghost house level reminded me of that one Mario Golf corruption.
I've just barely made that. If I'd hit it just slightly later, it would have been a mini mushroom. See, I don't actually know how to time these things, and I don't like waiting for them and trying to eyeball them, because then I just miss anyway, like I did earlier. So I just like memorize when you're supposed to jump to hit it. Like the cards at the end of the Mario 3 levels. If you don't hit it right away, I have no idea what I'm gonna get.
Oh yeah, I forgot Toadsworth was in those houses. What happened to him?
Wait, Toadsworth was in there? I totally didn't notice.
You didn't notice it was Toadsworth doing it?
Nope.
Yeah, they just kind of replaced him with a generic Toad after this, didn't they?
Yeah, he was like a big deal around 05, 06. See if we can get a 1-up off these guys this time. Nope, not with that angle, we're not. Right.
Yeah, I just kind of assumed those were the Goombas wearing pumpkins from Galaxy.
I mean, a fair assumption, given that that came out. Yeah, let's try this again, since they respawn. Man, I'm the worst. Alright. You know what? There is a secret exit, and I think it's on a totally different path, so I have to beat this twice more. That's kind of obnoxious. Now I'm remembering the trick to this room. You have to get up this thing ridiculously fast, and get all the way back to where the first switch was.
I don't know, Omi. Wasn't Toadsworth in the Mario and Luigi games? I thought he was in all of them.
I don't remember if he was in Paper Jam. I feel like he makes progressively smaller appearances.
I thought you told me he was in Paper Jam, but I don't remember.
Maybe he was then.
So nice.
I mean, he was a big role in Partners in Time. He wasn't much in
Yeah,
Superstar
definitely.
Saga, because most of that isn't in the Mushroom Kingdom, and...
We need young Toadsworth back.
Oh, nice. Wasn't even trying to get that Mushroom House.
Here I go.
Nice replacement. Righty then, now let's speed through and get that block. Nice thing about reserve shells, it's kinda hard to lose them. Nothing overwrites them except
Yeah,
mini
it
mushroom
feels way
backups.
safer having them in reserve.
Well, actually, there are other things that... You can only overwrite a shell or a mini mushroom with another shell or mini mushroom or a mega mushroom. And there is a way to put a mega mushroom in your item box. If you jump into a block, like at the perfect time,
Really?
as you're collecting a mega mushroom, then you like won't grow. You'll shrink back down and you'll get it in your item inventory.
I've never known that, huh? I thought you could only get them from, like, the Toad houses or something.
I mean, yeah, you can also do that, which is a lot easier.
Yeah.
And there's not really any point to doing it, other than like there are some levels that are just kind of fun to just crush everything in, like 7-5, the one with all the bullet bill cannons. It always disappointed me that Toadsworth himself was not playable as some super secret extra character in Double Dash, given that you get his cart.
Yeah.
It's even like the one cart you can use in all the weight classes.
Heck, you should have him playable in a 2D game and just make him like Cranky Kong.
That would be fun, I suppose. I don't remember what this level's all about. I think it's another Spike Bass level.
What would a Toadsworth Spirit challenge be in Smash Ultimate?
Here I go.
Like, just avoid a Princess Peach's attacks for like 3 minutes or something.
Well, that was fun. At least we got a replacement. Oh, fun fact. The Koopa Shell swims faster. Not that it's really possible to show it off here.
I mean, turtles are good swimmers.
Because if you stay in the water for any amount of time, you're just gonna get hit. Unless you do that. That worked. falling platforms. So yay, beach music.
I like how they made falling like log platforms instead of just using like the donut ones.
That is a really steep angle that those Cheep Cheeps jump at. It's not the usual, just sort of parabolic arc. Also, wow, where are all the Koopas when you need them? He really commits to those jumps. So he goes way off screen. That was incredibly bad timing. I don't remember if those P-switches respawn. Oof! Just barely made that jump in time! Hey Yoshizilla, if you were here, you'd be proud. I have 0 coins finishing a level. Nope, just kidding.
So nice.
Yeah, forget the Super Crown. I'd totally buy New Super Mario Bros. U Deluxe for Toadsworth mode.
Imagine if Cranky Kong had been the Bubba's character in a Tropical Freeze.
Yeah.
How many more people would be on board?
Here I go.
I don't know, I mean, Funky Kong seems cool, but he's like just clearly in easy mode. He's like all of the characters, with double the health. Also, this level is a prime example of what kind of things don't exactly translate well into 2D.
What's that?
As you'll see coming up in a sec. Well, if I ever get this coin.
You know, at least these spike pistons aren't one-hit kills like they were in Mario World.
Yeah, you just sort of get trapped in between them. Look, it's a womp.
Oh wow, I forgot these were in this game.
I feel like I could have made that.
I hope you played Mario 64 and know how to kill these things.
I wonder if you could get through this game without ground bounding. I think it's entirely possible.
They just kind of assume you know that you ground pound womps to kill them. Also, I'm totally that person that gets annoyed when somebody, like, mixes up womps and thwomps.
Yeah.
That's totally me.
Oh look, it's Thwomp's Fortress.
Ugh. Like, yes, I know there's like 2 thwomps in that level, but still.
I have no idea what those coins are doing there, frankly. Dang it!
A trap.
Oh gosh. Thank you for not letting me wall kick and making me jump out of the water instead. I wonder if you could wall kick off that if you had a power up. Can't test, sadly. Oh right, this boss. This was fairly obnoxious.
Didn't Wendy's Castle in like one of the other New Super Mario games have those spike things too?
Yeah, in
I
Mario
was gonna say,
World.
it's like, I noticed that Wendy's levels always have those spike things.
Yeah, let's not do this fight any longer than necessary.
So nice.
Well, that was a worthwhile encounter. It'd be fun to try and do that boss without jumping.
The beautiful ice world that we shall do next time. But let's finish off World 4
Alright.
before we finish off.
Here I go.
I need to remember to clear the cannons at some point once I've finished the earlier worlds, because they do actually count as exits. If memory serves. Nice. Oh, you could get a billion 1-ups at the beginning of this level if I remember correctly. Just jumping on all these things.
What are those spider enemies called again?
Scuttlebugs. They look really
Yeah, that's
bizarre
it.
in this game. They changed their design, I guess, in a... what's it called? 6040S?
Yeah, I mostly just remember them from Sticker Star, that one level.
so high. Dory's a thing. Oh, you are just at the perfect height to not get killed.
Yeah, I do miss their 64 like gumball looking design.
These don't make you immediately think of half A presses, at least. Sort of got Yoshi in the game-ish. Not really.
Does anything happen if you ground pound Dory?
Yeah, she swims a little bit faster.
Yeah, I was like, I remember that being a thing.
I will do it when I don't have to get secret exits. Or potentially miss star coins. Now that we have power-ups, I'm gonna go for like a really super long one-up chain. We'll see how that works out.
Here I go.
I remember liking this world a lot, but maybe that was just because when it felt like new and cool when I discovered it as a kid.
Just love that if you just get hit by the scuttlebugs, they spin around like that.
It's a nice detail.
Yeah, getting the full one-up combo off this is kind of difficult because of the placement of that Goomba. And you don't have any power-ups that make you fall slower. I guess, except for the mini mushroom. I do really want to do all that with the mini mushroom. Alright, we'll give this one more go. And
You could probably just bounce over a lot of it.
yeah, these first few enemies are not conducive to one-up chaining. From this point on, it's pretty easy to one-up chain.
I tend to forget that's a mechanic in these games. Just because it's not often designed for it.
You gotta one-up from a coin.
Yeah, that coin, did that coin actually count in your points thing there? It looked like it did. It's good to know that Dory can survive in corrosive waters.
Oh yeah, I guess that is true. Can it survive a green shell to the face? Never know.
You can go ahead and head off. I got some subscription fees to catch up on. Take it easy.
Yeah.
See you around. Yeah, I tend to forget that the poison water is actually just instant kill.
Yeah. We'll hopefully not show it off, but who knows, 4A is kind of difficult.
It's totally a Sunshine reference.
Yeah, I mean, 2D-wise, this is kind of a unique thing. It's lava, but not in World 8, or in caves, or boss levels.
Here I go.
I still love how the lava in Mario Sunshine actually is just recolored poison water.
Oh. Is it really?
Yeah, because as a kid, I fell in the lava one time, but I didn't die, and I was swimming around in it. And I was so confused.
Oof, these things really tilt you far. So I love that you can get this coin before or after you get the halfway point, depending on how far you scroll the screen.
Yeah, I forgot that the checkpoints here are just kind of a random point in the level that pops up and not like a gate or a flag or something.
Yep, in true original Super Mario Bros. Fashion. That was a very slow getting those 8 coins, but I just barely did it in time. Memory serves, I need one of these. Memory does not serve. Must be thinking of a later level. Yeah. The mushroom sounds.
I'll have to take your word for it since I can't hear them.
Yep, that's not right. Deforming cloud graphics. be good if you could just ground pound straight through him. Whoop! Wow, I just dropped the Koopa shell directly through it.
I was like, reminds me of that one level from Yoshi's Island where there's like a floor made of that stuff that you can ground pound through. So you have to like not ground pound in that level.
Yeah, this game being 12 years old is so weird. Like, it's easily possible that this was many people of today's first Mario game, and that's probably even true of Wii at this point. Yeah, let's get that one-up house out of there so we can get a better one later.
It was my second 2D one. My first was Advance, well, Mario 3 on the Advance.
I mean, those were among the first I owned, but I'd played a couple before that. Yeah, not quite a perfect.
Yeah, that's clearly Toadsworth.
Is there a 9-block option I can play? Double my wager? You have to pay 10 lives to play. That'd at least make it interesting. Yeah, and I guess I don't actually mean the kids of today by any stretch, growing up with this one. Like, you could have started this at the same age I started playing games, and like, who knows? Like, I mean, like, you'd be like 18 at least at this point. If you played this at age... If you played this at age 6, yeah, you could be in college.
God, I forgot Unagi was in this.
Yeah, they just sort of squeeze him into this level.
I never found it that, like, scary in Mario 64, but here, they kind of do look freaky, taking up half the screen.
Wow. Didn't even play the sound of the mushroom appearing. I got it so late. I'm just gonna tank, and then get the fire flower. Nice. It's funny playing Return to Dreamland with this in mind. It's like, well, the levels with the eels in them. It's like, yeah, that seems kind of derivative.
It's good having that new Super Mario Bros. Logic of being able to get the fire flower from Small Mario.
One of these. Nope. They're just pipes. Just for decoration.
Did these eels inspire, like, the giant bullet bills in the later games?
Maybe.
Because that's really what it's reminding me of right now.
I don't know why so many water levels are auto-scrolling in this game. It's like they're already slow.
Aren't all of them?
Nearly all of them. 3-3
Because I was like, I remember all the water levels being auto-scrolling.
Oh, don't tell me I missed it.
Side rooms.
I did miss one, dang it. Unless it's in this final area, which I doubt. I don't remember where that is. Also, nice freaking Goomba. I can't live stream New Super Mario Bros. 2. I don't have a 3DS capture card. I don't have a DS capture card either. This is on the Wii U. Forgetting the name of the system I'm playing. It was half the problem.
Is this on the Virtual Console?
Yep.
Huh. Didn't know.
I can finally relive the whole playing it on the big screen from 2006. I should have gotten that fire flower before hitting these.
Play it on the big screen and then the one small screen.
Yeah. Side. Yeah. The stream layout doesn't make it obvious, but the layout for me is basically identical to the layout for you. Except way smaller, because I'm playing it on the gamepad. I mean, I guess if you're watching it on a phone, then it's even smaller
really
still for you. The underground levels, or like the underground like secret sections, are kind of obnoxious because they're like ridiculously tiny on this screen.
I can't even imagine how it would be being in one of those rooms as Micro Mario.
Yeah, exactly, and a lot of those are like lower screen sections. Imagine if I
red pixels are Mario.
Yeah, imagine trying to play Canvas Curse that way. On the bottom screen. Thankfully, there's a setting to make the bottom screen larger.
I have Partners in Time on my Wii U, but I heard that's kind of weird how it lays out the screens.
Yeah, there's not really good options for that. There's one that just makes it look like a DS. I do not remember which of these pipes, if any, is where the third star coin is. Oh, it's between them. Dang it! Now I remember. Well, I'm assuming that at least by the coins.
Oh yeah, that's what those coins are there for, huh?
Yep. I'm assuming as such.
It's easy to forget that often developers use coins to hint towards secrets.
I was so set on one of those pipes being enterable when the currents were off that I wasn't looking at, like, the area between— Dang it! Well, I guess I got the bonus fire flower, and I lost my power-ups, so that was entirely net negative. Net neutral, I should say.
It's a learning experience. That's what's important.
Let's wait to hit this a little bit. Nope, that's just death. Great, thanks, game.
Then why are those coins there? What the heck?
Heck if I remember where this is. Also, can I even get that red question mark? Okay, yeah.
Yeah, it's gonna be flying around
Hey,
the water.
now I can show off the shell having a little bit more control. I would like this fire flower, though. Oh.
Nice of them to make the red block fly up and down in these auto-scrollers.
Yeah, look how much faster you get around. You can still be pretty precise with it, too. Like, vertically so. I do not remember where this third coin is, though. Maybe it's behind this eel, and he was just in the way last time. Doesn't seem to be in the pipes, at any rate.
Yeah, it's like, does one of the pipes take you, like, past it or something?
No more fun swimming in circles with the shell. Oh, maybe you can swim under this? You can, but apparently there's no coin under there. I am at a loss. I don't remember where this is.
If need be, I can look it up for you.
How am I forgetting where things are in this game? I mean, to be frank, I kind of forgot that Unagis were even in this level. Or that this level in general exists. Yeah, let me quickly... This is silly. I should not be missing star coins this easy. Oh, I should turn the sound off. Hold up a sec here.
Says there's like a switch you hit and then you go through a green pipe or something.
I did that! Why did it not work?
Did you just walk past it?
No, yeah, I must have just walked right over it. I tried that.
Yeah, it says press the switch, go through the green pipe that's next to a yellow one.
Yeah, I did that, and it didn't work. Well, now we know. Maybe the pipe's hitboxers are pickier than we thought.
In water, they are. How specific.
Yeah, it must have been like a pixel above the ground.
This is why the Paper Mario games never have you going through pipes on the ceiling.
This is such a tight timer for these coins. Getting them without getting hit.
You probably want to wait to get like the red ring, like while it's at the left part of the screen.
Yeah, it's not. Yeah, I guess that would have helped, and just getting more momentum going forward at the beginning. Swam right into that thing. Sorry to make you sit through a slow auto-scroller 3 times. But you did see me mention and try to go in that green pipe. I'm gonna miss it now because I'm too early. No.
I mean, like, I played Mega Man X5, a game that makes you play, like, the long 30-minute auto-scroll level 3 times for everything.
Typically, this
nothing.
game is better about that, but, eh.
Kind of why I prefer classic Mega Man, because I don't like backtracking the stages just for an item.
Are there cases where you have to get items, or at least optional items, with, like, pre-existing Robot Master powers in the older games?
In classic Mega Man?
Like, do you ever have to, like, get a power to get some item in a stage that's, like, optional? Like a magnet beam or something?
Yes. Mega Man 1, you need Gutsman's weapon to get the magnet beam. And which is mandatory to beat the game, so that's kind of really bad design. But...
Never mind, then.
The only other thing I can think of is Mega Man 6, where you'll need the power and jet adapters to get some optional things.
Yeah, I guess both the Forest World and the Cliff World are kind of variety pack worlds of this game.
Well, I feel like everything is kind of a variety pack because, like, every world is like, here's an underground level, here's a water level. I mean, there is a water level in the desert, so...
I mean, yeah, I mean, Mario 3 even did that to some extent, but I think typically I like that the Mario games are more consistent, at least until 3D Land and World.
Yeah, I was gonna mention 3D World, where it's like, the overworld is an ice world, but I don't remember a single ice level
There's
here.
one ice level. There is a chronic lack of ice worlds in 3D World, man. The music is so good.
Yeah, I don't remember the ice music, but it's 3D World, so I know it's gonna be good.
Well, I thought I might actually be able to get out of that.
I remember that game's thing where it's like, the first level in the world corresponds to the theme, but everything after is basically random.
Yeah. Yeah, but here we've had a forest level, a sky level, a water level, and a lava castle thus far. And then the rest are just forest levels. Actually, I think there's one underground one.
I mean, a lot of the castles have lava, so that's nothing new.
Not really. I think this is the only one until World 8 that does.
I thought the one in World 6 did.
Oh, yeah. Maybe the one in World 1 did, actually, as well. The rising lava is probably what I'm thinking of. It's only in this and one other level.
I didn't even notice there was rising lava there.
As I demonstrated there. See, I had to go and show it off.
I was kind of wondering why there was a lack of enemies on those gates.
Yeah,
I'm like, what's the challenge here? Oh, now I see.
I remember right when this game came out, Tetris DS was really big. Like, I had, like, a bunch of people, like, play it at this... Like, I was visiting a friend's school at some point? Like, I think I was on spring break or something? I don't remember the circumstances, but I was at some friend's school, and, like, 8 people were playing Tetris DS in one game.
I know a lot of people who play it, but I never was into puzzle games as much.
I never played that game, and it just... I imagine it'd be kind of pointless to go back to now.
The most I played is like some Puyo Puyo.
I don't know
They
why I
had
even
Dr.
tried that.
Robotnik's Mean Machine on Sonic Mega Collection. And then Sonic Mania makes you play Mean Bean Machine for one of the
Hello.
boss fights.
Really made it out of there. I'm surprised I haven't destroyed any power-ups yet. It's so easy to just spawn them inside of walls or drop them into lava. Yeah, this variant of Bowser Jr. stays in his shell much more. You kind of have to hit him with shells from afar, or Koopa shell, like either Koopa
Right.
shells or fireballs from afar.
I was gonna say, eventually it gets to a point where you need to throw stuff back at him, right?
Yeah.
Here I go.
This level I remember being difficult, but I don't remember what exactly I had trouble with. It's a bunch of vine swinging. Ugh, corners.
You know, actually, I do too. Huh. I do remember this one.
I think it's these things that gave me trouble, which I don't know why. It's not like the jumps are that precise. Maybe there's a particular coin that was hard to get, and I'm just forgetting that. We're already at the halfway point, so we're doing alright. Clearly. Ready then.
You know, I love Yoshi's Island, but boy, did I think it used these types of platforms way too much.
Yeah, they're fairly sparing with them. I think this may be the only level that has them in it, actually.
I mean, I'm not complaining.
I kind of figured that was going to happen. Dang it! Kind of figured that was going to happen too, to be frank.
I just love that red one on top. It's just like,
Dang
basically the game begging you, here, use this guy.
Dang it, I wanted the one-up. Alrighty then. Guess we're gonna die in the bonus area.
Here I go.
But is it worse than dying in a Switch Palace? 'Cause I've seen people in Let's Plays die to that pit in that one Switch Palace stage.
The green switch? Red switch I can understand if you're trying to get one-up combos or something. Green switch is a bit silly.
It was like way back, I think it was some Call Me Johnny's Let's Play channel. This was like way back when his little brother was like a lot younger than he is now.
Why are Facebook notifications a thing? I like never use the dang thing.
Also, yeah, the purple poison water does kill you instantly.
I kept it going and hit that green guy on the floor. Let me use the fire flower, just in case I do a bad. I know one of these has a secret in it. Guess the one that's colored differently, but apparently I'm wrong. It's probably the exit.
Yeah, now you're thrown off.
Yeah, it's wrong both times, in fact. Okay, yeah, I don't remember what made that level so difficult. Maybe I had trouble making the jump to the vine for the second coin?
Yeah, I don't remember either. I just remember that particular intersection on the world map that I couldn't get past for a while.
So nice.
Yeah, I mean, neither this... Yeah, gosh, was I getting game overs on this back in the day? Find that kind of hard to believe, but I guess...
I do too, but I don't doubt how bad I was back then.
At the
It wasn't
time,
fun.
I couldn't beat, like, Mario 3 or World with anything. I was using cheat codes. And, like... I think Mario World I beat pretty, like, mostly on the level. Mario 3 I used cheat codes to fill my inventory. And then just
Yeah,
sort
that
of
sounds
use
fun.
whatever items I needed before levels, and then I eventually got to the point where I didn't need... Or I only needed the ones the game gave me. And then now I could probably beat most of them small if necessary, pretty easily, but...
I mean, people
That's-
talk how, like, Mario World is really easy, but I do remember playing it years ago, and I was like, you know, there were some levels that were definitely hard.
Yeah,
This
without-
isn't a pushover game.
Without the years of experience, neither of those are easy games. Dang it! Barely got that in time.
I say Mario 3 especially, ooh.
Yeah,
When
watch
you're as young
it-
as I was playing it, ooh.
Again,
that game was
watching
rough.
Tom Fox play that, it's like, boy, they're really making the case for how hard World 6 and 7 are if you haven't played the game 10 billion times. And they're by far my favorite worlds in the game, possibly just because of the difficulty? Like, just being a nice flow or whatnot? I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, these days I definitely appreciate the harder levels in platforming games.
It's just an awkward coin there.
My biggest gripe with Odyssey is I wish it had more of those really difficult moons.
Yeah, that was the one really surprising thing about that game to me. Like, I played Dark Side right after beating the game. It's like, heck yes, more of this, please. And
Yeah,
then
I know.
I played
like,
the rest.
I
It's
really
like,
hope there's a
wow,
lot more
there's
of
like
these.
very few levels that come anywhere near that level of difficulty. Besides
The
that.
hardest one for me was the one where there's that like invisible pathway with all the poison on it. And that was
Oh.
only hard because I didn't even play the original challenge.
No, yeah, exactly. Half of these were versions of like post-game moons.
Yeah, I know.
Oh, nice.
Like, how did they expect you to not play those first? I don't know. But yeah, both like that one, the one where you're on the scooter, and
Yeah,
Breakdown
Vanishing
Road. I
Road.
think all of those are post-game moons.
Yeah, they are, and they're really fun. Go figure. I mean, the boss rush with the Brutals would have been hard if you couldn't just go back to your ship and heal between them.
Yeah, I hate. Oh well, I didn't know about that for one.
I
I
didn't either until I watched Vinny do it. I was like, really? You can just go back and do that? Huh.
Yeah, I toughed it out, and then I was like, okay, I give in, and like took my 6 heart, and then beat it in one try without taking 3 damage. It's like, okay, all I needed to do was cheap out and win.
I have this capture still on my Switch where I was fighting one of them, and for some reason, I just get hit randomly from nothing at one
Dang
point,
it.
and I have it recorded. Like, I need to post that.
I think I was supposed to jump on one of those.
Those blocks remind me. Those blocks feel like they should. They're from like Merle's mansion.
Yeah, this should
Like
drop me in a
this
bit.
room looks like one of those trap rooms.
I think glitchy things happen if you jump off these platforms right as they're about to. Wow,
As they're going over the middle.
Well, no, you can't do it then. But
Giant
like, if you do like frame perfect jump off of them as they're about to start turning,
Oh, I see.
like right as you land on them. I feel like I skipped a bunch of this level. You definitely need a mini mushroom for the secret here, and it does not give you one.
Actually, yeah, I actually do remember that.
Memory serves at least. These guys' sound effects. Balloon boos.
I really like these enemies.
Oh, forgot you had to hit the switch for this one too.
This is like a really neat way to like make boos more interesting.
Oh yeah. Although
Like have them get bigger as you're looking at them. Because like honestly, in pretty much every 2D game, boos are really boring to me. Like they're never really a threat.
Dang it, I don't remember where anything is in this level. Is that door something I want to go in? Probably not, but I mean, I'm gonna check. Well, if that guy's not in the way, at least. Oh, nope, it just takes me back here. Great, thanks, game. Why you got a ghost house? Does this pipe go anywhere? Alright, it goes up here. I knew that. Alright, you just go to the top.
It's always so weird to me seeing those warp pipes that doesn't take you to another screen.
Yeah. Well, that one's particularly surprising because it's the first one in the game.
Yeah, I know.
Oh, you just need
But I remember doing that in Mario 3, and I was like, huh, it's weird seeing a warp pipe do that.
charge the gamepad in a bit here.
Oh yeah, I forgot that like 2-hour battery life on that thing.
Yeah, it's not great.
Here I go.
And I do want to show off the minigames after this, because I think the second half of the game is probably longer. And I want to get this knocked out in 2 streams so I can stream Star Allies when that comes out. I forgot to get the mini mushroom. Good thing I have a return to map option.
That was always like one of my least favorite things about classic Mega Man was that there was never a way to just exit a stage and go back to the map.
Well, there isn't in this game unless you've already beaten the level.
Oh, really? Huh. I just assumed it was for like anytime you want, just leave the level.
Sigh. It's just so much easier to get mini mushrooms this way. Problem is you have to play the level twice if you want to be really safe and keep it in your inventory.
Yeah, I actually do remember going to this level for him too.
Hopefully this only takes one try. I don't know. Should I get a backup mini mushroom?
So nice.
Maybe. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean you're here, might as well.
Here I go.
I just die in the first
But then
part
it
of the
might
level.
But then it might be annoying if you died while trying to get for the next one.
At least this time I could die after I collect it, and I've still got the backup. Kinda want to do it intentionally, but whatever. Mini mushrooms are easy to dispose of if necessary.
I thought that paratrooper was right about to get you.
Well, just as well. Oh gosh, I hope that half point doesn't stay. It probably will. Sigh.
Backtracking in a Mario level.
Here I go.
I just fell in the pit there. Because I expected those platforms to be longer. I don't remember this area. Maybe I was supposed to go in the room with the block trap.
Oh good, there's a P-switch. I was about to be like, oh, don't tell me you need a shell now.
Yeah. Just you need everything in this level. You need the mega mushroom to break all these invisible blocks.
This game really needed a top secret area. Those are totally meant to be atomic booze.
And I don't know if it's just the... Well, no, it wouldn't be the gamepad, because the gamepad is what I use for Mario Maker. It's not as easy to rapidly ground pound cancel in this game as it is the later ones.
So nice.
I feel like it's not a very worthwhile trick anyway.
You can stall in midair forever. In fact, one of the challenges, you basically have to do that for New Super Mario Bros. U. Maybe I should stream some of those sometime, but those get hard. I don't know if I could ever beat them all, honestly.
I wasn't even aware of those. I didn't even know about ground pound canceling until this stream.
I mean, I think that's what made me find out about it. It was nearly necessary. If not necessary. Maybe it was necessary.
Oh yeah, bomb moms, those are a thing.
It was kind of a late time for them to appear first. Well, I always loved how ground pounding... this may not be a smart idea. Ground pounding Koopas doesn't instantly kill them, it just makes them instantly fly away. Likewise with bombs. Just, like,
I thought I remember ground pounding did insta-kill him in another game.
in later New Supers it does.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
I feel like I'm missing something. I've gotten no coins again, this is always a good sign. For one, I need one of these. And not to do that.
Yeah, I was like, they're probably all going to involve bombs somehow.
They probably don't respawn either. Nope. Rip.
Oh well, that's annoying.
This ain't Mario Maker. Where you have pipes spawning bombs in every other screen. Yep. I kinda knew that was gonna happen. The second I picked that up, it's like, shouldn't have done that.
Here I go.
Let's try this again. Should get this. Oh no!
That bomb knew hold fast.
Mistake! Take it! Frickin' A! Mistake!
That bomb looked funny the way it was just walking back and forth.
Yeah, it just sort of trapped him in one location. Let's not do that this time. Hope I can just place this properly the first time.
I feel like I remember always having a hard time with bombs in these games.
Yeah,
Here I
they're
go.
not the easiest to get along with. Undoubtedly, I missed a coin before this. I'm just gonna have to play the level again anyway. Nope. Nope, that kinda works. Wait, can I break these the whole time? Yes. So I never had to die in the first place. It's probably coin 2. Oh no, it is coin 1. It's always weird when they're... Oh gosh, I shouldn't have done that. I mean, I wasn't really even trying to do that.
Like when the first star coin is like past the halfway point.
Yeah. Oh boy. This may be a little difficult. Okay, now I can wall kick that. Easy.
I like these drawbridge platforms for some reason.
Yeah, they're fun. Boy, I barely did that in time.
Keep forgetting spinies can drop from the ceiling. I always associate that with like buzzy beetles.
Here
Are
we
those
have
even
the
in this game?
Buzzy Beetles? Yeah, they don't appear much for being an SMB1 enemy.
Yeah, I was like, I remember them in like the other New Super Mario Bros. Games, but I haven't seen one so far.
Yeah, this is the game that ruined Buzzy Beetles forever. They lost their cute Paper Mario design, which was kind of canon. They were in like Mario Party 6 with that design in the Slot Trot game. Like that was.
You know, Mario Party 6 had like a lot of Paper Mario references. I noticed.
Yeah, the Wackas. Or no, was it Wackas and Snow Bunnies in the
Yeah,
Snowflake
both.
Lake stage?
Both
Yeah.
of them.
Let me go. Let me charge this thing whilst playing.
So nice.
It's like whoever directed this one has good taste.
They even got the sun from Paper Mario 64 to cameo. Oh wait. Where is the charge slot for this? There it is. Wow, this looks incredibly pixelated on the TV. Glad I'm not playing it there. Oh yeah, 5 kinda had... there was some Paper Mario references in 5. Nothing major.
Did they?
Like, all of the hosts, yes.
Oh yeah, the Star Spirits. Duh. Kind of funny though, because I played Mario Party 5 before I played the first Paper Mario game.
I think that might have been the case for me as well.
So when I finally played Paper Mario 64, I was like, oh, it's these guys. This is where they're from.
It's like Brighton and Twilight. Oh, no, wait, no. They're just a thing. They're from Kirby's Adventure.
You know, I'd say it's weird that the Star Spirits in Mario Party 5 didn't have mouths, but I somehow think that stars with mouths would look weird in 3D.
So this... That reminds me, this is the game where they stopped calling Starmen Starmen. From this game on when they were superstars. And I will never not call them Starmen, just because that's what they were called, as far as I knew, for the longest time.
I was like, I thought Superstar was just that power-up from Yoshi's Island that turned into him into Super Baby Mario.
Rip that Fire Flower. test all these pipes. Almost certainly one of them is an exit. Yeah, I think I missed something. Yes, I missed that red switch, dang it.
And this game really loves just hiding every secret behind a pipe.
I mean, to be fair, it was telegraphed, I just missed it. I forgot to account for the time it takes for those to come out of the block. Oh, miss, miss, miss! Oh. Thought I might be able to duck under it.
Here I
I mean, at least ground pounding blocks is more useful here than it was in Super Paper Mario. I just remember that like one block
that's
that you
what
had to ground pound, and that was like the only one.
When was that? I don't even remember.
It was at the end of the dotwood tree.
Rip the 99 coins. Let's try this again.
You know, forget Carrie. Like, I don't ever remember using Thudley after Chapter 3.
Well, except for double damage on everything.
Or you could just use Bowser.
Well, it's double damage then.
Is it? I thought anything Bowser did was just the same flat double damage.
For a second there, I thought that was like an E. It's like, ah, yes, we're playing an E-reader level again. Where's the boomerang, bro?
No, instead it's just an I for some reason.
Yeah. I don't know why this has the 1-up and the giant coin ring. It's not like this was that massive a secret to find.
I think it's because this whole world is a secret, that's why.
Yeah. Such a weird setup. Probably possible to get some really roundabout jump. Dang it, I feel like I'm just barely
Also,
coming
isn't there another invisible block by the left there?
Oh, well, that'd be lame. No, I don't think. Oh, there is, dang it!
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Where's the fun in that? Boy, I cannot wall kick off of single block walls today. Yeah, skip it.
Perhaps in newer Super Mario Bros.
This is just kind of difficult to jump up, honestly. Okay, finally got on. Sheesh. All this and I'm gonna get I'm gonna run off. Skip it. All that effort for nothing.
That's so nice.
I don't blame you. I actually do remember that really annoying setup.
I had no idea there was a block there, because it's just kind of awkwardly out in the middle of nowhere. Alrighty. And with this, we come to the halfway point, and then all the paths converge, including 2 of the cannons. Yep, guess I'm not making that cycle. More deformation here. Of lava. Ugh. I forgot about that, dang it.
Yeah, I wouldn't recommend ground pounding on those.
I was trying to slide into dry bones, I forget if that's even a thing you can do. So hi, Thwomps.
You're not on a slope. You know, I miss when Thwomps made their Mario 64 noise. They don't seem to do that anymore.
Yeah.
You can never beat that. I always just kind of found it jarring in the Galaxy games how they're just instant kills.
Yeah. That's what happens when you only have 3 life, I guess. What's this, a 1-up? You have to just hit it at the perfect time to get it to not immediately fall into the lava? That weird quarter jump to get that.
Oh geez, it's lost levels all over again. Except nowhere near as demanding.
I feel like there are more invisible blocks hidden at the end of these things in a...
Well, that wasn't much of a level. It's just here's the same swinging platform.
Yep. And fittingly, our boss is a Goomba.
In the jungle, sure. You know, between this and Mario 64 DS, they just kind of like, let's make a Goomba, but make it big.
This time, hey, to be fair, that one is just from Paper Mario.
No, that's Goomboss. That's not Goomba
Yeah,
King.
that's right. Totally different character.
Yeah.
And yeah, I guess technically they have a different crown, but are otherwise basically exactly the same design. Righty then.
Even his eyes get all like weird looking like Goomba Kings.
I did just save, did I not? Game? I don't know what you're going on about unsaved data.
It auto saves, doesn't it?
No, it does not. There's only save
Really?
points after
Oh.
fortresses and castles. Alright, now we get to play Versus Mode. I wish. Versus Mode is so fun in this game, but you'll have to entirely
never
take
done
my
it.
word out of it. Well, I'm gonna have to play the
Is that the
theme.
only way Luigi's playable?
No, and maybe I'll play next stream as Luigi, actually, because you can play him anytime.
Yeah, I kind of forgot if you could or not.
No, we are going to show off minigames, and we're going to do that on the larger screen, because I am not going to stare at that little tiny screen and try to tap it.
I'd hope not.
So...
Oh, hello, Mario 64 DS characters.
Forgot what button I had to hit. It's not home, it's ZR, which I somehow haven't accidentally hit yet.
Did anybody actually like playing as Wario in 64 DS?
Yeah, don't really see the point. Ah, look at that.
I mean, I'm glad he's in regardless, but still.
That beautiful, exactly the same layout, but with the screen swapped. Versus battles with minigames are fun in this game, and I think they were only in this game, oddly enough. Not in 64DS, where the minigames all originated from, for the most part. Yeah, this has about half the minigames from 64DS, just sort of ported over.
Oh, you're right. Actually, yeah, I did play these with friends. I remember playing this in, like, the school bus with some people.
We're gonna hold this thing sideways. Yeah, normally I'd be able to see more because I'd have the screens lined up in a reasonable way. I may not even be able to beat this, honestly, the way things are laid out for me. I'll try a couple of times. But yeah, the screens aren't laid out vertically for me looking at this, so I just kind of have to guess where things are.
There's those snowman enemies that I'm sure everyone remembers.
Yeah, Mr. Blizzards, man. I made a snowman that was based off of Mr. Mr. Blizzard at some point. Oh, almost there! Dang it! Ah. Yeah, we'll skip it.
I was always surprised beating the World 4 boss in Sticker Star and just being like, oh, it was one of these things. I kind of forgot these guys existed.
Also, Mr. Blizzard, king of doing absolutely nothing in Mario Party 5. I don't know if that was the case.
I was like, I mostly remember them from Mario Party.
Mario Party 5, you get the capsule, like, it takes all your capsules away, but I feel like everyone who ever landed on that space never had any capsules. So you just see this giant snowman fall out of nowhere, and it's just like, nothing happened. It's like, well, then why just show the animation, for crying out loud? Oh boy, this is all ridiculously
they paid
hard.
money to animate that. They're gonna show you whether you like it or not.
Boy, I feel like these were meant to be played, like, on a double-screen device that had the screens above each other. Maybe I should have set up the stream so I could actually see that. No, I should just hold the gamepad right under the TV in the perfect locations and the screens line up. Should have thought this one through. At least you can sort of see how it works on the stream. I got a non-zero
I can-
score. Did I rank in at all? Yes! I got more than 0. They even just ripped the high score sound from 64.
Was the flutter orb the one that took you to the star in MP5?
I think so. Or Wiggler, maybe? Wow, I am crushing that 0 score.
Oh geez, it's that one Bowser statue from
Is that a score in...
Double Dash's
Is it just
Bowser
counting...
Castle.
Is it just counting frames?
Probably.
That's a weird way to score.
It's that really annoying Bowser statue from Double Dash's Bowser Castle.
Yeah, this is honestly fairly easy to play on this screen, because I block less of it than I would on an actual DS.
I've always liked these kinds of games, though. These, like, dodge all the things.
I also just have a bigger screen to move around, so I can be more precise. Yeah, I'm not gonna play too long on any of these, though. Some of them can go on literally forever. Especially the puzzle ones and the table ones.
I like the one that has, like, like all those, like, faces of the characters, and you have to find the right one.
Yeah. We'll hit Luigi. Oof.
Knowing Nintendo, I would have thought that Luigi's would give you more points.
Plus 10. Unless it's 2012, then it's his year.
I thought that was 2013.
2013, maybe, yeah.
Yeah, that's when.
I want to say it was like it wasn't a calendar year. It was like an arbitrary year-long period. Also, wow, like the whole screen's full of moles at the end. There's no way you could tap them all.
Yeah, it's not like that one Mario Party like one solo game with the piranha plants, where like just everyone gets a perfect on it.
Oh boy, there's a mic. Or as Xander would say, on the gamepad there's a microphone. Does it even work? I think not. So that's entirely pointless. Maybe my mic's just not turned on.
Design, wasn't it?
Or maybe I'm just totally not sure where the mic actually is. Let's try this
I
again.
had to actually look up where the mic on the 3DS is. I was like, where is it?
Yeah, I have no idea where the mic is, so I don't know what I'm even aiming for.
And this is
I'll
why
not waste
giant
any more of
battles
your
are terrible.
time. The puzzles are fun, by comparison.
This is why giant battles are terrible in Bowser's Inside Story.
Yeah. The 3DS mic's a little bit better about picking up. Memory serves.
I don't even know if I played Bowser's Inside Story on the 3DS.
Yeah, this gets real fun real fast.
Yeah, I love this one.
God dang it, he scrolled off screen.
I love that one Mario Party minigame. I think it's called like Long Claw of the Law. Where you have to like find the wanted enemy.
Yeah. Finding Luigi in the group pictures can be kind of difficult. He blends in
Yeah,
with
'cause
the
he's always
Yoshis
covered
and the
by a
Mario
Yoshi,
faces.
usually.
Yeah. What? Sheesh. Hope you know your chins.
I forgot that.
Again, I am not. Oh, there he is. They're all moving on different layers. I think it caps out at 50 seconds, doesn't it? Yeah, this is pretty easy to keep going for just about forever if you don't make mistakes. So I'll play a few more rounds and see if they get more difficult.
One of the waves should just be like mustaches only. Do you remember their mustaches?
Yeah.
Jeez, now all I can think of are those like Mario screaming videos that someone made.
man, this is considerably harder. Especially when they're all moving around.
My favorite one of those was the one with Wario laughing. That one was the best.
Which?
There's a video where like a guy takes like one of Mario's voice clips and just edit it. Ugh, that's hard to say. He like edits really weirdly. And the best one was he did it with Wario's laugh.
Oh boy, see, this is where it gets hard, where it's just 3 different shaped circles that are just slightly differently placed. I cannot see them because they're all overlapped. Yeah, I forget which character was corresponded to which kind of games, but like I said, these are from 64DS for the most part, and like Luigi had casino games, Wario had like kind of variety pack, Mario's were action-based. I think Yoshi's were the puzzle ones, typically. Yeah, I'm not even gonna bother.
I remember the one where you had to like draw trampolines. That one was pretty fun.
Yeah, I think they brought that one back.
But maybe I liked it just because it played Sunshine's platforming music.
This is true.
Did Paper Jam have a Wiggler boss fight?
I don't... I assume it did, because like every Mario Luigi
it's a Mario
does,
Luigi game.
but I don't think it was as drawn out as some of them were, and I think it was Kamek was the focus of it.
Yeah, because by Dream Team it kind of started to wear thin.
This one's kind of fun. Better use of the touchscreen than Partners in Time.
Is there a minigame where you just clean off a map? Or a drawing?
Yeah! It was Princess Eldershoot the whole time!
It's weird to think back. This was back when everybody just wanted another Luigi's Mansion game.
Yeah. Gosh.
This was Nintendo's way of saying, like, here, just wait 8 more years.
Yeah. With another tease in the Super Paper Mario arcade.
Oh yeah, that's right. I never really did much in the arcade.
Tilt Island was fun. The others not so much. And
That was like the only one I liked, yeah.
Yeah. It's like random memory match game. Shoot, I did not see where the other one was going. And you have like no time on this either. They give you very short time for this compared to the other games. Yeah, I really should use my YouTube ability to like just sort of post to the community and get more votes for my future stream series that way.
Yeah.
I think of this now. Oh yeah.
Well, I assume most people who watch this are in your Discord server, but...
I mean, maybe they're not. It's not like it's linked, like, twice on screen right now. Actually, no, one of those is the glitch bit. Never mind. The heck? Oh. It's like, there's only one tile. It's not like this could possibly be that hard. There's only one tile for these early levels that you have to touch. And I remember there was a, have you played or watched Super Mario 64 Last Impact?
I've heard of it. I don't remember if I've seen anyone play it.
Yeah, there was a puzzle that was like literally exactly the same as this. That was not correct.
It's like, huh, so this was the first game to do like a Yoshi Sphinx, not Sticker Star.
This is true, perhaps. Well, I don't know. Did Double Dash do it first?
Was that? I thought that was just like a regular Sphinx in there. I don't remember.
Yeah, maybe not. Maybe I'm thinking of a different game.
Yeah, it was a missed opportunity to have Dry Dry Desert as a racetrack, but no Paper Mario references.
Well, Dry Dry Desert was what the 64 one was supposed to be called too, I think. Because Karakara Desert is what it's called in Japanese. No, I didn't realize this was a
I'm not as
one-turn one.
familiar with the 64 tracks.
Yeah, they called it Calamari Desert here in the US.
Yeah, that's right. And I've always wondered, like, why is it called that?
Because Italian food and bloopers? Question mark? I don't know.
Was there even anything blooper related in that? I don't remember.
Nope. Also, wow, I forgot you have 3 tries on every single one of these stages. Alright, well, we've seen enough of this, I think. I'm not gonna save our awesome high score. This one's nice and quick by comparison. Also, I love that they gave Wario a facelift in this. He looks far better in this than in the 64 DS version of this game.
I'd have to see.
Gosh, this is difficult too. Yeah, you have to.
Can we please get another 3D Wario platformer? That's all I want.
It's only been 14 years, give or take.
And most people aren't even aware one exists to begin with.
Yeah, I remember it. I moved to Arkansas in 2004. Some kids in the neighborhood had it.
I rented it all the time, but I never knew anyone else who played it. I still
Alright.
own it too. I actually own it now.
Yeah, so Luigi runs a casino here, and the tux he's got on is great.
Is it playing the Sunshine Casino music?
I don't think so. I think this is a theme unique to this game.
Yeah, probably. Is,
Maybe
but
I'm wrong. Actually, no, I think
Missed
I am wrong.
opportunity.
I think this is from Sunshine.
It's pretty much the only time Mario's done a casino level. That's usually Sonic's thing.
Yeah, I forget how this scales in difficulty, or how the bets work. But yeah, I'm not gonna spend too much time on these in particular.
That's totally a Chocola Cola that Toad's got.
There was an unlimited version of this, yeah. Yeah, the idea is you try to make all the cards disappear.
They should make a Mario's Game Gallery 2, that DOS game, but do it with Luigi instead.
Oh, thought I'd already lost there for a sec.
It's still weird to think that was Charles Martinet's first performance as Mario. This
Oh
random
shoot, I
DOS
could have
card
won,
game.
and now I've lost. I could have won that. Oh well. I'm bad. Yeah, I think these you just play forever until you run out of money, or you can just keep on earning money. Also, wow, where are all the fire flowers? I think I got this one.
This was like the era of giving like the stars like very pointy like lower bits.
Yeah. Wow, that's an incredibly slow coin gain. You win 5 or you lose 4. So I guess it depends on your win rate, but yeah. Yeah, this one's just basically poker, and this is the only, like, fun one, honestly, if we're gonna be real. Alright, you can raise your bet if you think you got a good set.
This is what Pokemon needs, a game corner like this.
Needs a game corner first. Hey, I won with a very slightly better suit.
I'll be fine as long as it doesn't have freaking Voltorb Flip.
Ugh. It's like it's not even that Voltorb Flip is a bad game, it's that it's RNG and you have to play it.
Yeah, exactly. There's no other way to get coins. That's what
And
makes
you
me
have to
angry.
play it for a very long time if you want any of the awesome TMs they have. Like Thunderbolt, Psychic, and the like.
Like, I sat down and was like, okay, I'm gonna play Voltorb Flip and I'm gonna learn it. And even after like several hours, the most coins I ever got was like barely 1,000.
I mean, you can't lose is the thing. You can just be very slow if you're bad at it.
Which is basically me.
Play a few more rounds.
I
of
just
this.
hate that it basically eventually comes down to luck.
Yeah. Oh yeah, like most of the boards involve luck at some point, and that's what makes it bad. You could easily make it Minesweeper-ish, where you have a low chance of there ever being luck involved. Boy, how do I keep
Or,
winning
you know,
these?
just let us buy coins.
You're very
please.
bad at drawing, Luigi. How do I keep winning all these hands?
You know, I remember watching a Gen 1 Pokemon video, and I forgot that in Gen 1, you couldn't buy 500 coins. You could only buy 50 coins at a time.
Oh.
So I was like, if you want to buy that Porygon, you're gonna have to be sitting there buying coins for
The
a
funny
long
thing is
time.
the slots, at least in Fire Red, are actually fairly easy.
The ones in Diamond and Pearl are like the best.
Yeah, I never played them much. I love it when it just lines up like that. Oh right, I forgot how this worked. The lines you draw stay there until like you finish a row of 5. Until you finish 5 rounds. So you just have to try to not clutter things up too badly.
At least this isn't just that one Mario Party minigame. Here, pick a random pipe and hope you win.
Yeah, these are kind of fun though.
There was a boss exactly like that in Mega Man X, and it's really fun.
Whoop! I almost thought I made a mistake there. Oh, that's not right, dang it.
Yeah, of course the AI is going to win Pipe Maze in Mario Party 1.
I feel like Pipe Maze is not that difficult, but I'm never focusing at the right time. Sweat or explode.
The problem is that if somebody has it memorized, they're always going to win.
Yeah, there's no RNG to it. Well, I mean there is, but there
is if you don't
there
know.
isn't meant to be. But if I feel like if you aren't paying attention, you're almost certainly wrong.
I don't know, my eyes aren't very good at following the pipes. What exactly is the challenge here?
Sorting or exploding. I mean,
It's just like, here comes a black bomb.
Well, they just—it's not that it's difficult to tell them apart. It's that they start spawning faster, like this.
Oh, okay. I was waiting for that. It kind of took a while there.
I have to drag them faster, farther than I would on a DS, so that makes it even harder. I'm playing on a DS XL, XXL.
Coming out next year.
Probably makes precision playing in Canvas Curse easier, though. Which I am going to definitely stream at some point. Wow, I forget you don't get points unless you finish a pallet.
I don't mind like touch controls. I just don't like having to be precise with it. Cough cough, Dream Team Giant Battles. Here, time a swipe horizontally just perfectly.
Yeah. This will start getting untenable very quickly. So this one is one you can definitely play to completion. You start spawning 3 at a time.
This would be a lot more interesting if there was like another color or something.
Yeah, they just start putting more of them.
Yeah, I just have different colored ones.
It's fair. I'll only play so much longer.
It's like how there's apparently green barrels in that Superstar Saga game.
Oh, I've seen green barrels before. Actually, have I? I've definitely seen yellow. Like, I've gotten like 20 or so points with combos.
You're way better than I am in that game, jeez.
I don't know if I've seen green ones.
Like, the most I've ever gotten is like 15. I'm not good at that game.
I suppose one of these days I should stream Superstar Saga. Or even Superstar Saga Plus. Not to be confused with Superstar Saga Plus Bowser's Minions. Dang them stealing my subtitle.
But it's not called that, it's called Super Mario Star Saga DX. Not Plus.
Only in Japan.
Oh, is it in Japan? Never
Yeah.
mind then.
Oh, I'm supposed to be stopping these, aren't I? For points. I'm defeating the... I don't understand the entire purpose of this game.
Don't jump on them.
I don't do anything but kill the fly guys. Oh gosh, they're spawning at the top. I can't see them there. They're on the top screen. I cannot keep track of this with the screens side by side. It's like physically impossible for me to look at all this at once.
I feel like a lot of Mario 64 hacks often made you like do precision jumps with fly guys.
Yeah, that's kind of a thing. 74 did it a ton.
It's just like, here, bounce off a fly guy, but if you kill it, well, you're out of luck.
Yeah. The best I can really do at the moment is just tap whatever I see. I don't know. This is not particularly fun on the split screen, so let's not bother.
I'm sure this is what inspired Galaxy.
Oh, this is fun.
Mario jumping in space.
This is ridiculously fun to play on an actual DS. This is one of these, like, they all try to kill your, like, tower defense light. If you hit the Blackatoo, you kill everything at once. But you get crazy combos if you hit a bunch of them with one cannonball.
Yeah, I do remember this.
That wasn't bad.
You know, at first I thought you had to shoot that, like, that cloud cruiser thing with it. You know, I always wondered if that thing was meant to be, like, bad, you know? Is that cruiser from, like, the Melee stage, is that a good thing or a bad thing?
Sorry, I accidentally drug my stylus out of the range. Forget, can you throw this? Yes, you can. You can get it to go up and down for an even bigger combo. If you toss it back, like, little enough.
This is all Princess Peach has for defense, is a slingshot.
It's an improvement over Toad's, if the background is any indication. But man, the combos are so fun in this.
Man, Peach should just hire the Master as her guard. Like, jeez. I always thought it was cool how when Bowser's castle like rose out of the ground, like the Master was out of town. Like, man, if he was there, Bowser would have been screwed.
I never really thought about that, honestly. The combos. The 6-shot. Yeah, finally lost one. No, the trick is just immediately killing all but one.
I like how you're basically just waiting for them to come to your slingshot, and then just release it all.
The trick is just leaving one of the two middle ones alive only, and then just going for ridiculous combos, because they all have to attack the same one.
Is this what they have to do at Far Outpost every time they fire the cannon?
Oh well. Keep them from trampling all the flowers in Far Outpost. It's covered in snow. Save the best for last. Trampoline game. Alright, I forgot there was an object to this other than just, like, trying to keep them alive.
Yeah, I always liked this one.
Alright, and you only get 3 trampolines at once. You can't redraw them! Oh, thank you for grabbing that edge. I forgot that was even a thing. Right, and if you get 5 of them in, I think it is, then, like, the whole screen shifts down slightly.
Yeah, I think I remember that.
Oh, that one moves. Sometimes they just jump directly in. If it's on the lower one, like that one there. Or maybe it's 10. They almost jumped directly in. I got fooled by there being more space between the screens than I thought.
So this is what happened to that, like, Mario 128 game.
Well, that was a miss. I feel like there was another version of this that was just trying to keep them alive as long as possible in 64DS.
I thought there was too, but maybe not.
was like in the wing cap
Or
tower
maybe that's
stage.
just what I thought when I was a kid you had to do.
There was definitely a version of this on the wing cap tower stage. And yeah, we're moving down now. You can't draw them sideways, sadly. Curved, at least.
But yeah, they can be as long as you want, right?
Yeah, you can cover the whole bottom of the screen. If you lose your guard trampoline. Which you kinda have to do to lose any lives. Whoop, like that. Also, do not draw off the bottom of my... Yeah. On the Wii U gamepad, if you draw off the bottom, then it counts as losing contact. It doesn't saturate your inputs.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not like that's an actual problem on the DS, because there's like hard walls around the side.
Exactly.
But yeah, that's the minigames. Sadly, I can't really show off the multiplayer stuff. I would definitely do that if I could. Maybe I'll at least play the background music from it on the next stream, because it's really good.
Yeah, I remember you showed me that. It's like, here's the music nobody ever heard, but it's like, wow, this is really good.
No one heard it unless they were at like the... They saw the one ad back in 2005. Who even like did that sort of stuff in 2005? That or went to the one E3 that had it playable? Or maybe it was in 04 as well, but I feel like in 04 it was nowhere near finished.
Yeah, probably.
It's funny, because that game also had like a Mario and Luigi co-op mode that was kind of similar to what New Super Mario Bros. 2 eventually ended up having. And kind of similar to Kirby's Nightmare and Dreamland if you've played it. Where like you basically you can move the screens independently because you have different machines. But you have to stay within a certain distance. At any rate, this has been New Super Mario Bros. First half, and I will be streaming the rest of the game next week. I will possibly take a break after that, maybe not. Probably. I'm trying to remember how weeks work. Yeah, I think I'll be busy the Wednesday after that, but I will try to stream the weekend after Star Allies comes out. Or the Wednesday.
When does that come out?
The Star Allies DLC comes out on November 30th, which I think is a Friday. Yeah. But anyway, this has been JDS64 and Cloudy K9 and a bunch of other folks that left at some point. See you all next week.